Yes, I'm always saying welcome back to the channel. If you didn't understand that, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. This is Chattin Smack. I am Dazza D. This is
Lukey.
yes, sir. Good to see you, sir. What you been saying lately, then, Biff?
Nothing much, mate. Um, Work as always. Just the usual. I think it gets to the point of like adulthood. It's just kind of like work.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, go do something like on weekends. Like that.
Can't really do that.
I just fitted a race seat to my car.
How's that gone?
That was interesting.
Was it as difficult as you thought it was, or would be?
Well, I thought it was going to be a lot easier than what it was.
It doesn't be easier.
Annoyingly, yeah. So, um, our manager really actually helped a lot.
Oh, she did.
Yeah. She come up with the ideas of so the runners the seat come with wouldn't have fit on my car because of the mounting plates. So then I was like, well, maybe I'll just take the mounting plates off the old runners of the old seat and then put it onto the new runners. But I couldn't do that because you can't take them off. So then I was like, right, now we need to take the whole runners off the old seat and put it onto the new seat.
As this runners being the thing that the chair moves
Yeah,
back.
so it moves back and forward. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. I couldn't just swap that over because the holes and that didn't match up. So Laura said, oh, what about getting like brackets? Because obviously she's done or does a lot of work for Wix. She's worked at Wix. She does work for Wix now.
Mm.
So she knows them like the back of her hand, sort of thing. She's like, oh, you can get these brackets.
Sick.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do that. So she went off, got the brackets for us, and then we went about having to take the old seat apart basically to get the runners off. To then, yeah, the seat's in like two bits now and all. Yeah, this is a mess. But
So what? So it's a stupid question. Wix, they sell like just any bolts and
yeah,
like
they
car
sell
stuff.
not. It's not necessarily car stuff. It's just like tool stuff and building stuff, really.
Like a screw fix kind of thing.
Yeah, basically kind of like similar to that. But like these brackets she knows about. She's like, oh yeah, we could do these brackets, got multiple holes. So yeah, we got them, but then we had to like modify the brackets. We had to like cut a couple of them. We had to drill extra holes. And when we was like, because there was like a lot of tools required to sort of do the job. She's like, oh, good job you got all these tools in it. I was like, there's a reason I got all these tools. Like I've had to build the collection up because you need different, like especially modern cars. I mean, mine's not that new, but even my era car, but more modern cars especially. There's so many tools you need because there's so many different fixings and bits and bobs on there.
So have you done it now? Or is it?
Yeah,
You've done it. You've
it's
done it
done. So the race seat's in there now.
just for the driver's seat.
Yeah, just for the driver's seat. So that actually come out my old Clio, which I was sort of making as a track car because I wanted a track car to like have a bit of fun
Yeah.
and have my road car because I didn't want to cross the two-way bar. But then, long story short, I'm getting the Clio scrapped, and then I was like, right, this race seat's brand new, never used it. It's been in the Clio, but never actually really used it. So I was like, oh, I'll put it in the Scoob until because I want to get. There's these race seats I saw at the car show we went to last weekend,
Hmm.
and they look like race seats, but they're a bit more comfortable because they're like a bit wider. So, because I'm more worried about passengers, like, yeah, I can get in this because that's a really snug seat. So it can nice little cuddle when you're in there.
Nice.
Getting in and out's the hard bit. Once you're in there, it's quite
So you've only done it to the driver's seat of
yeah.
your car.
Off my car, yeah.
What about her car?
No, no,
Just yours.
it's mine.
Okay.
Just put it in there, and then so I saw these custom seats at the show, but they look like race seats, but a bit wider, a bit more comfortable. But they also have recliner, and obviously you know how I like to sit. I like like sitting like
Leaning
this,
back.
lean back. Whereas now I'm like this because of the race seat.
Oh, really?
So I'm like a bit worried on long journeys that's going to do my back in. I'm
Because you're
like,
up. Well, because you're up
yeah,
more.
more upright. So I'm like debating whether I've actually done a stupid and gonna hate it and regret doing it. But I was like, right, it's a temporary until I actually get the seats put in. I like because I'll they do a good deal. Like they do that. I think it's two seats for 450 quid. I think it was.
So the seat in your car now, your driver's seat, is that
That's the race seat.
okay?
That's like the full proper race seat. But the ones I want are like a crossover between like a road car, track car kind of use. So it looks like a race seat, but it's a bit more comfy and a bit more
Is that legal?
usable.
Can you change your seats? Oh, you can.
Yeah, yeah, you can change it. And then obviously, I've got the quick release wheel on it.
Imagine my guy pulls up to my house, right? And then he parked, and next thing I know, he's broke the steering wheel and it's off, and he's putting it on his wing mirror, and I'm like, Big Dazza, mate, I'm pretty sure that's not where the steering wheel goes, right? What are you doing?
That is very JDM, which it is because it's Japanese. That's very JDM mod to have a quick release wheel.
And he was like, it's a quick release, and I was like, what's next? You're going to quick release your wheels? Like, you're just going to be able to take your wheels off at night so no one steals them? What's going on?
It's not Liverpool. That would stop Liverpool with stealing my wheels.
That probably would, to be fair. But like, why couldn't you just get a clamp like everyone else?
Because I didn't want the clamp.
I mean, to be fair,
No, the reason I got the steering wheel is because I like the style of the steering wheel.
it is quite slick.
But it now works two ways because I struggle or can't really get out of that seat with the steering wheel there. Whereas taking the steering wheel off, it makes it so much easier to get out of the seat because you kind of, like a normal seat, you just sort of slide out. Whereas this, because it's like hugs you and you have to sort of like do
right.
like this business to sort of get out of it.
Damn, so it's like a proper like hugs you kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it gives you like a nice little hug.
I have to see it before you go.
Yeah, get a little touch from it.
Damn.
It's a bit annoying because it's like so upright and that it's a bit close for me. I like like.
I was gonna say it wasn't. You was pretty low far back.
Yeah, I used to be. Yeah, and that's why I want to
Even
get.
now.
Oh, you think that?
Yeah, it looks quite like backseat driver
I
kind.
mean, it's as far back as it can go.
It's pretty expensive to be fair. It's
Yeah.
stupidly. Is that how race car seats meant to be? Like stupidly low.
Yeah, because what it is low center of gravity.
All right.
Because you want to bring your weight in the car down because it gives you better handling than that.
That's why F1 cars are so like.
So low, yeah. I mean, they pretty much lay down in seats. Like, if you ever see a seat, they're like literally like this. Like their feet are like higher than their ass.
That's
Like
crazy.
yeah,
I don't. I mean, I understand it now, but I never understood it before. That
yeah.
makes sense.
But like, you can get gaming rig set up which has like the F1 chair. I want to get that.
Bro, I've seen some people that have like racing simulators and they have like 3 screens and like the chair moves, and I'm like, how much?
I seen Red Bull do one. I want to get a proper one of them.
You should Red Bull do one.
Yeah, Red Bull do one. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely want to get one.
Or like sell one.
Yeah.
Oh, they sell their own.
They sell it.
How much?
It's like
That is.
a few hundred quid.
Oh, not a few thousand.
It could be into the thousands. I'm not sure. Depends. I don't know if I think it's just for the chair, for like the chair with the rig setup. It's like a few hundred quid, but because I don't know that they might be able to sell it with like the screens and that separate, but and the steering wheel and that. But I don't. I think there's like different options.
You can't buy it as like one.
You probably can, but yeah, that'd be a few thousand. Yeah.
I was gonna say that, yeah. Damn.
Because originally I planned when I was scrapping the Clio to that seat to like make my own gaming seat out of it, a gaming chair.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, I kind of want it in my car, but when I get these seats I want, I'm gonna make that into a gaming chair.
For at home.
Yeah, at home because I've still got the harness. The harness I brought, like I brought a yellow race harness. I was like, oh, I'm gonna like custom make my own gaming chair with the harness and everything.
That's
Like,
it.
be like sick. So when I get my actual chairs, I'll do that.
That's class. That'd be a good little project.
Yeah, so yeah, done that. Went to a couple car shows. Yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Nice. Busy. Man's been busy.
Yeah, yeah. You know me.
Nice.
I'm always busy.
Come on now.
But we're here today because we met somehow.
What's the topic of conversation? You at home watching are probably thinking, how do we both meet? How did this come across? How did we evolve into where we are today?
Yeah, how do we start a podcast? And
I think I might have to take the lead on this one
oh, you certainly take away.
because only because of how we met was through right. So
Go on, tell
how
us.
we met, right? Crazy that this is for I'm definitely showing my age because this is an outrageous statement I'm about to present. Basically, this is pre-COVID. I think it was just as COVID was kind of a thing, kind of. But anyway, it was like 2019, I think, pre-COVID, obviously. And I was on, so I was single at this point, right? I didn't have all the dating apps like your Tinder, your Hinge, your Bumble, and stuff like that.
I swear you had the other one, didn't you? You know what I'm on about.
I did.
A grinder.
Don't ever bail me out like that again, right?
Sorry.
Confidential, right?
Sorry.
For any of you lads watching. Um, no, so I had Facebook dating.
And I generally did not know this as a
And
thing.
bro,
I've
I don't
never heard of it in my life.
unless you like to explore apps like I do, you won't know that it was a thing.
It's only because of you two that said about that you met through there that actually knew about it. I never heard of it before. They're like, "How do you meet?" Oh, through Facebook dating. Fuck is Facebook
Right?
dating? I can gather, but ain't never heard of this.
Oh, so it's basically for people that don't know, it's just another Tinder. You just swipe left and right, like you
And then go shag 'em.
basically, yeah. Yeah, obviously you update your bios and like your profile, like what you're into, like long-term relationship, casual, all this stuff. So I obviously had casual, and I was swiping this, that, and then I matched with a certain individual. Right.
When you were swiping, you didn't just go yes, 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 and just hope for it.
No, no, no.
You actually do it, Jen.
I literally, yeah,
Look,
like,
you read the whole caption, don't you? Yeah, I know what you like.
I can't believe my mum's here. This is kind of mad. My mum's in the background like crazy. So I wanted something casual, right? I didn't want a long-term relationship. I just wanted a quick like,
Beat and delete.
yeah. I'm not even. I'm not really a delete kind of guy. I'm like a beat and I kind of try and stay friendly. Like I kind of keep that weird connection going. So
Friends with benefits.
kind of maybe. So anyway, I was scrolling and I came across our friend Zoe, right? Big up Z.
See that?
And we matched. No, you're right. But um, I obviously read her profile, and in like the like relationship status, she obviously had like casual, same as me, and she was ginger at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on, get down to the why you actually did it.
Gingers. So yeah, got down to
Like the ginger ninjas.
basically yeah. So I popped up and I was like, oh, you're like just some random like icebreaker, and I was like, oh, your profile says casual. Like, I was like, is this true or not? Kind of thing. And she was like, yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, say less. And that's when we started talking, and then we I think we ended up having each other's FaceTime. We FaceTimed. Obviously, it progressed, and then we decided to meet one day. So I ended up bringing my brother, and she brought her friend at the time. And because obviously, people can get catfished. I was not prepared to be catfished by like a 40-year-old geezer.
Andy.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, but then if you FaceTime, surely
yeah, but
you knew.
yeah, to be fair, but and then obviously, to be fair, you're absolutely right. But I was just like, I'm not taking no chances because she could FaceTime, and then what some people like they could FaceTime and then like tell their boyfriend, do you know what I mean, or like
Oh,
set up kind of thing. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, my brother's coming just in case. So we ended up driving down to your area, your town,
nice.
your ends.
Just touched down in London town.
That's it, man. And then yeah, we met, and then I'm pretty sure we've kind of just been friends ever since we first met, like in person, or even on FaceTime. To be fair, we've always had that vibe.
Mm.
But I don't think I could be wrong, but from my end, I've always said like, yeah, we've always clicked as friends. So
You friend zoned her from day one.
well, see, I've not spoke to Zoe about this properly, right? So I don't know how she feels on that.
Oh, maybe we
Do you
should
know
get
what I
on the
mean? Do you
cast.
know what I mean? Because like,
I want to know now.
do you know what I mean? We've got to have the whole squad here, cuz I want to know what she was thinking through that time. Because obviously me, I was looking for something casual. I wasn't looking for anything serious. But
Mm.
you know how, no disrespect to women, but you know how they kind of, even some guys, people fall harder than others.
Mm.
So I was like, oh, did she fall? Has she fallen?
Mm.
Does her heart beat quicker like whenever she sees me kind of thing? I don't know. So it's a bit mad, bit mad. So we could get her on, and if she wants to come on, we could hear her side of the story. But
Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, I knew sort of some bits, 'cause obviously I was already friends with her, so I was sort of on that side of things as such. But then she didn't really tell me much about you early stages. She never said nothing like that.
no, I think it was really worth it to be honest. Just like someone she was chatting to, kind of thing.
Yeah, until it's more serious. Because like I had met like a few previous guys that she sort of chatted to, and to be honest with you, not bad. A lot of them.
Yeah, they obviously like now she's told me like they dickheads. But yeah, so we met the first time. We obviously just like roamed about in local town,
Mm.
and then that was the first time, and then we started meeting again. Like this was like one on one now. Like after I met her kind of the first time, I said to my brother like, yeah, cool. Like I don't think that there was a point where he was busy, so I was like, okay, I'll just go by myself.
Mm.
We kind of met after that like one on one. like going like into town, grabbing a coffee, like doing a little bit of shopping kind of thing. And yeah, that's just kind of been the vibe. Like every time we've met, we've kind of either gone into town. Um, and then to be fair, so early doors of us meeting, like I remember going to a car meet. And cars isn't my thing, right?
No, no, as you said.
So I remember my brother coming because he loves cars as well. So we arranged to do a car meet, and uh, and then we did that together, and then that was that, and we've done other stuff as well. But yeah, it's just kind of like blossomed from pretty much Facebook dating, and then I remember one time we um met. She brought me to like the usual meetup.
Oh yeah, our local
Yeah, I remember being like,
local ends.
yeah, there was a point where I remember there was like a fat group.
Oh yeah, our group at its peak were like quite big. Yeah, we had
Yeah, there was like cars everywhere.
yeah, because it's like all our man in cars, and then like basically I think most of us had other halves at that point.
So it was like
So then it's doubled in that respect.
crazy. So like we and I remember this to be fair. So me and Z we got there, parked up, and I was just kind of like looking around, seeing everyone, and I actually saw your sister before I saw you.
Is it?
Yeah, your sister's blonde, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
London glasses. Yeah.
yeah. So I was just looking around, and then she was coming towards us.
Mm.
I think she had, and I'm not sure if she's still with the same boy she was with a few.
Still set. Yeah,
Yeah,
still.
so she was with her boyfriend at the time, and even now, they was walking towards us, and Z was like, "Yeah, this is that person. This that's Big Dazza's sister." And I was like, oh, "Okay." And then you popped up, and I was like, "Okay." So obviously she introduced us. I
Mm.
mean, was you with Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you was with Laura, and then it was like a quick hi hello kind of thing. And then me being me, I don't like being out late, so I think I left early and went home. It was past my bedtime.
Did you drive to when you came initially? Then that time you drove.
Yeah, yeah, I drove. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't sure because I was going to say, oh, how did you come? But you obviously drove.
yeah. I think most times I've come down, I've drove.
Mm.
I think my brother's driven once,
Mm.
but at that moment, I think I did drive, and then I left early. Yeah,
Like, so you didn't want to be out late, so you
yeah, just past my bedtime, man. So, but yeah, I left,
boomer.
and then that was like our quick, like crossing of paths.
Yeah. What did you think, like, when you sort of first sort of met this whole big group? What was your thoughts and feelings when you initially? Because I don't know if that's. I feel like some people that's daunting coming to this big group of people, and
It's weird because like some situations I'll get like super shy. So I think back then, like meeting a lot of people you don't, or people you don't know when you're meeting, you're like, okay, like what do I say? Like hi, hello, like
yeah, and like what's their banner? Like,
yeah,
what can you
yeah.
say? What you
That
can't?
night is the one where like it's going to determine friendship, right? So I was just like, oh hi, how are you? Like, how's things? Like kind of like, hey, hey. It
Mm.
wasn't anything too serious. What did I think? I mean, I like the fact that when people are friends that have massive groups, I think it's a vibe because you
100%.
guys are like one fat group, and then you guys could go off and do something, and then like a few other people, like you can mix and match kind of thing.
Yeah, which is sometimes how it goes.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we do
So
sometimes do that.
I think it was class how like everyone had a car driving, like group of friends that had the same interest.
That originally started. That whole thing started from the college group. So initially it was just a boys group only.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so it was like all us lads from college, we were all mates, and then we started driving, and we on our lunch breaks we used to go to um that place at leisure centre because there was like few food spots, so we used to just go
It's
there
convenient.
for food. Yeah, and it's only just down from the college we were at,
Mm.
and because we had like some of us. Like me included, that didn't do English and maths because we passed it. We had like 3 hour breaks sometimes.
Nice.
Um, or sometimes we used to finish early from college. Like used to finish like 2, 3 o'clock, and then we used to just go chill up there.
Yeah.
And then yeah, obviously more and more people got cars, so we always used to chill together. And then like obviously a few people started getting girlfriends, and like um, a few times there was like girls involved in a group, and it always went tits up whenever girls are involved in a group. So then we made a rule of only like if you're serious with them, can you bring them into the group? Like no,
Like no, like yeah,
no,
like
just hussies.
yeah, it's fair enough.
Like no, just like randoms
Yeah.
like coming in because it was like sort of splitting and like causing tension in the group a little bit. Weren't mad, but it was a bit awkward. So it's like right, no girls unless you're serious.
So valid.
And
That's a good
then
rule to be fair.
yeah, so then but then obviously it then become more of a thing because more of us got girlfriends and bits and bobs. So then it did become a bit bigger. Um, bit like sort of bigger group because
Yeah.
then it was basically all the mates, like original mates, but then girls as well, sort of thing.
So like you as the main group, and then like your girlfriends is
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, sort of it's expanded from there, and then like it was some people's friends of friends, so it's like there's like one girl that is friends with one of the boys' other halves. So then it's sort of things like that expanded that way, where it's like friends of friends and
And it's
stuff.
good to be fair because like going back to like our previous episode talking about the sidemen, it's always good to like you boys being friends, and then it's also good for the girls to then be friends with each other.
Yeah, because I think at first it was probably awkward for some of the girls, or maybe found it hard. They might just sit in the guy's car, but then it become like, oh, they had like all the girls together, so then they would sort of hang together, and they become more friends than that. Then, um, Laws becomes friends with some of the girls and that now, and but obviously some of the guys as well. Obviously, a lot of the girls become friends with the guys. Like I'm friends with like all of them as well. So guys and girls can be friends.
Oh, 100%.
Um,
100%.
so yeah, like it become one big sort of friendship circle as such. Even now, obviously, we don't really do that loads anymore. Like we used to do that like near enough every night. Um, Sometimes not on weekends because we'd be like on weekends quite often was more when we tend to go to like the car meets. So we still go as groups though, or we used to go pub or club or whatever. But yeah, so during the week it was like all the time, um, pretty much. But obviously nowadays, where we're growing up, we all got busy lives, so it doesn't happen so much. But even when sometimes we did this the other week and we met up, and it's still the same kind of thing. It's still the same
That's it.
similar banter, and
That's it.
you still get on with the people, even though we haven't seen each other in a while. We still get on.
100%.
So
But how did and this is really bad. I don't how how did we meet properly for the first time? Was
well,
it the
obviously that initially it was that like that was the initial sort of meet as such. Did you not come just before when it was just four of us? Did you not come to the town and we? I feel some
I
reason,
think so.
some reason I got some memory of you coming and it was like just the four of us and we just went into town and maybe grabbed some lunch or
I
something.
think that might have been one of the proper first meetups we
Yeah,
did.
because I feel like we did like a separate meet because obviously you initially come and we got introduced, like you say, but I
Yeah.
think we did a proper meet with just like the four of us. I feel like we did because I don't think we went straight into one of our tours straight off the bat from not even knowing you.
No, I think yeah,
I
I
think
think
we met.
the few times yeah, I think we did kind of go into town, do like food and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Yeah.
That was the first sort of proper time.
Because that was the icebreaker for before we went on tour.
Yeah, because I think that was it. That was to, and then I think it spiked from there about going, and I don't know where it came into it because I remember Zoe saying to me that you're going to come down, but it was like Laura's birthday, and you weren't telling her. So then you were in town, and we randomly met you.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
went to Andover, I think.
was it?
Was it that one? We went bowling.
Yeah, I think yeah,
Because if it
because
was,
it was for Laura's birthday, but we didn't tell her that you were coming down. But I don't remember if that was
oh no, I think that was a different occasion.
possibly. But I know you came down and surprised her for her birthday, but I don't know if that was before or after the first tour. But I know that happened as well. Sorry,
Yeah, hang on.
playing footsies under the table. Sure now.
I'm pretty sure it must have been before. No, no, it could have been after. Oh,
It's it's
was it?
around that
Yeah,
remit where it's
yeah,
between the first tour. Like, is it just before? Is it just after? But it's around that
yeah,
time.
yeah. But I remember, yeah. But let's speak about that. To be fair, so let's speak about us going on tour.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Do you know what it is like? So firstly, let's talk about the name of the group.
Cream. Cream.
How did that come about? I, to be fair,
That's the question.
I know the origin of where that came from.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I don't even.
I know where it came from.
I feel like I was wondering if it came from something like the Cream's restaurant or
No,
no, I
I
couldn't
have to
remember.
be honest. If any of my friends are watching that are part of the Kareem group at work, they'll understand. But basically, I was at work and one of my friends, like we just kind of all scroll on TikTok at one point at work, and you get bored enough. And then he came across this video, and there was this one guy, and I don't know what he was doing. Oh, he was testing out, like art pens or gel pens where you have to like put the little tip of the pen on the paper and then you have to kind of like so the ink flows to the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes. So he was doing that and then exploded everywhere and the guy went and we honestly wet ourselves. So then I basically stole that and then integrated it into our group. And then we kind
Ah.
of it's just been ever since like our group name's just been cream.
Yeah, because I definitely remember you saying it first, and I think maybe you sort of saying it, then
Yeah, because
made the
whenever
rest
you
of
would
us something.
say something or the word cream, I'd just be like cream.
Yeah, so then I think it
Yeah,
then become from it. Yeah, oh, good
so
memory.
that's
I
yeah,
didn't remember that.
that's where it came from. Yeah, so
I remember you started it, but I couldn't remember how it sort of come
yeah.
about.
I do, I do want to change the name of our group because I feel like we need something like. I mean, to be fair, I do have a name for our group, and I've always said it from the first one went up to Liverpool. Right,
Mm.
we'll talk about it in a minute. I've always said to my parents like, "Oh, what are you doing today?" And I'm like, "I'm going to meet the Liverpool squad," and they're like, "You are."
You don't have friends in Liverpool.
You what? And I was like, what do you mean? And what do you mean you're gonna meet your Liverpool squad? And I was like, oh, okay, no. So obviously the trip,
Mm,
we did an annual trip there. We did it like 2 years running.
yeah.
So that's where I kind of named you guys, or that's where I named the squad, the
Mm.
Liverpool squad. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think because we've been saying cream, I think we've called it cream.
Oh yeah. I don't think we
It's
can.
just
Yeah, stuck. Yeah.
it's stuck
I
now.
don't think we can change it, but
It does. The thing is, a natural name comes, and that's the natural name that has come.
yeah.
Ironically.
But no, but I feel like because I've taken it from somewhere else, and then like
No, but you haven't like taken it from like a group as such. Like, oh, this group's called cream. I'm gonna call cream.
oh okay.
You've seen something. This guy's gone creamy. Like you've been saying it, and then it's become like a name. So I think because it's come natural, that's better. Like a natural name rather than trying to force a name is kind of better.
Okay, then we'll keep it as cream.
I like it personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we've got the name out of the way. Let's talk about our first trip up to Liverpool.
Oh, before we jump into that, I was going to say, um, what was your first thoughts and opinions when you met
Oh,
us and well, when you met the group, when you met me, Law?
so meeting the group initially when we was at the meeting spot, I was like everyone seems chill. Like everyone's kind of nice. Everyone talks to each other. Like it's different from where I kind of live because everyone's like let's just say rude.
Well, around here.
Yeah, like you just kind of just get like dickheads that just don't want to talk. Whereas you lot actually spoken.
Oh yeah, we like that's the thing because yeah, we come in our cars, but we would all be out the
Yeah, you
cars.
would be in your cars. You was all out.
The only time we're in the cars is when it's raining. But
Yeah.
then we used to get umbrellas like between the cars so we could have the
So
window down. Yeah,
sick.
we used to have umbrellas and we'd park up next to each other, put the umbrella in between so then we can have the windows down, not get wet.
That's so sick.
Yeah, because we didn't like when it was raining. If like people had their windows closed, we might as well just sit at home
Mm.
because we're like not talking. That's why we were always out and about. Like, yeah, we meet in the cars, but we'd put even if we had to, if it's cold, we wrap up. We'd still be out the cars because we'd still be there chatting
Nice.
because it's so much easier to talk in a big group. You can't talk across multiple cars. You can like talk to the next car, but it's hard to talk
Yeah.
about the car over that. So it's always a long day, and yeah, hence we like you say, we were a big sort of group that would talk and have fun and piss about. Really, we
That's what
pissed
kind
about
of
the time.
like that's what kind of made me feel like a part of the group essentially. Like you kind of
That's
just
nice.
saw me as if we've known each other for years. It
Yeah,
was kind of like, oh, okay, he's he's a friend of ours, so we're gonna kind of treat it like him.
that's what. Yeah, that's what I wondered as an outsider because, like, like when one of my mates got with this girl that he's with now, which he's marrying this year.
Oh, congrats.
Congrats. But yeah, like I remember the first time we were all out at bowling sort of thing, and she had come to pick him up, and people wanted to go over and meet her, and because it was like, oh, Billy's new like girlfriend, because he sort of hadn't really been with anyone properly after he sort of got his heart broken, bless him, like up from the previous relationship sort of thing. So he was like, that sort of first girl, and he's sort of been keeping it under wraps a bit. Fair enough, it's not until it's something big, you're not going to introduce him. So anyway, he told me who it was, and I already knew who it was because I went to school with her. But like we went to school with her, for the first couple of years, but then she moved schools because of other reasons. Um, but then sort of Billy was sort of like, "Oh, don't like bombard her like to sort of people
Yeah,
like don't want because she might. I think she's sort of a bit maybe a bit like you, a bit shy. Don't want to like meeting like bare new people in one go is a bit long, especially because a lot of us have been drinking as well. It's a bit much. Like a lot of us people. So I was like, me being me, I said to Laura as well. We sort of just held back a little bit. We let everyone else go sort of over to her talk.
yeah,
We didn't. We sort of just stayed back. We didn't bother because we, like I say, didn't want to bombard her.
yeah,
And then Billy introduced us. He said, "I'll come over." And I was like that kind of felt like we could go over then.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it wasn't trying to be awkward. It's just right, give her the space because
yeah. Like ease her in a little bit.
yeah, ease her in. But it was some respects from my side of things. I don't know how she'll feel, but a bit easier because I already knew who she was. It's like, oh God, yeah, I remember you bits and bobs. And then since then, like, because Billy's one of my best mates, like, um, we've met his other half like multiple times, and we go on like little double dates and stuff now. And like since then, we've actually talked, like, spoke about school. So like, she told us why she left the school, and we spoke about memories in school. And ironically, I didn't even realize like I'd actually spoken to her more than Billy had spoken to her back in school,
No way.
which was mad because I used to be a lot more shy in school. And I thought that was mad, but she's like, "Yeah, you remember when we was like in maths together? Oh yeah, we like remember this and this person we were on a table with,
So
and
did you go to school with Billy as well?
yeah." So he's like one of my schoolmates
Right.
because like some of like the main group we originally school friends. Then it become a bigger group because we went to college and we met more people. So it sort of started off as a school group, then become a college group, and now it's like
Yeah.
this
It's a fat group.
bigger group. Yeah,
Nice.
that's why I was intrigued to sort of see what you thought about coming into a big group like that.
No, I think it's great.
Yeah,
And there's nothing wrong
that's
with
good.
like being introduced or like meeting a small group, but yeah, I mean, I was completely fine. Yeah, and then
I didn't know if you'd rather like, well, I meet a few people at a time, or just might as well just
no,
meet everyone.
I think I would love to meet kind of everyone at once, and then if they want to get to know me, then obviously they can like ask for my Snap or Instagram or whatever, or get my number. Then I can meet people like on a different like personal level.
Mm.
But I think yeah, like I said, I'd rather meet everyone at once, kind of thing.
And then that's good that you actually sort of liked people
Yeah,
and thought we was all right.
yeah.
Like we didn't like go, who the fuck's this group and who
No, I
these
would. I think
like southern knobbers and
no. I think people are so quick to judge, but I think I personally wouldn't judge someone until I know who they are as a person. Like,
everyone deserves a
yeah,
chance.
100%. Give them a chance, and then you can kind of after giving them a chance, and you see their like, true colors, then you can be like,
You can judge them then.
here's a bit of a thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, but and then obviously it was me, you, Law, and then Z. We hung out more as a four rather than a group,
Mm.
which is fair enough, understandable.
Because
Um,
obviously Laura and Zoe are best
oh yeah,
friends.
they are the girlies.
Again, originally they were school friends.
Oh damn,
Yeah, yeah. So they
okay,
were, I want to say year 8, year 9, maybe.
that long.
Yeah, something like that. I know it was in school either way because I remember them saying when they've been together, they've been like friends, been together. That's the wrong term. I mean, let's say they got a side thing going on.
Yeah, bro.
Like they've been friends for like 10 years. Been
Damn,
friends for like over 10 years.
that's
So
crazy.
yeah, so they were originally thought of school friends. So then obviously like that's kind of why it become like that because like that was Zoe's best friend, and obviously
Mm.
I was with Law. That's how it become us four. Because like Zoe is sort of
Yeah,
getting to know you, should we say,
yeah,
at first, or you become friends, whatever it was.
yeah.
So then she was your friend, and then like Law's my other half, and that's how it comes. So
Yeah.
then when it was us four, what do you sort of think initially of me and Law more on when we started just as Law?
I didn't think anything bad. Like great people straight off the bat. Like the vibes were sick. Like the vibes were really there. Like I didn't really have much to say. Like you, you two especially made me feel as if I've been in the group for like absolutely ages, which is nice. Like because you get some group of friends where like the newbie will come in and then like everyone or some people won't make the newbie feel like welcome or like part of the group. But it's kind of nice where like you included me and stuff and like invited me out or like even like to the point where you like add my snap and that and then kind of talk to me one on one. I think that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
No, no, that's right. And even today, like we're still all so super close.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying it's only gone up and up. But like, I can't obviously speak for everyone, but from my side of things, like a friend of someone I'm friends with, I'm quite happily get to know them, and because likelihood is if you're a friend with my friend, you'll probably you get on with them, so there's a good chance I'll get on with you
Mm.
because you probably find something similar.
Yeah.
And that's why our group, like I said, has become the size it is because it was school friends. We got made more friends at college, college friends, and made more friends since, and then partners and bits and bobs, and then friends of friends and stuff like that. So it's become like that side of things because I don't think it is just me because of how the group is, the dynamic is like we all we're not like no one else is allowed in a group. It's just our group. It's very much like, oh, if you're a friend of this person, you're probably quite cool. You get introduced to the group. Oh yeah, you're cool, and then you're sort of we get on.
And I think that's kind of like I think it's kind of better that way to be more natural about it. Like if friends making friends through friends and then the group expands is probably one of the best ways to kind of do it. To be fair, yeah, because then obviously then later
Natural
on,
growth, innit?
yeah, and then later on down the line, like now, if people have conversations like, "Oh, how did you guys become friends?" or how did you meet your other half, and this that, and the other. Oh, you'll never guess. Oh, way back when.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Well, it's like even now when so a lot of my friends ask about the podcast and like because I say oh we spoke about it and I go oh yeah I'm doing it with Luke and they're like oh he's such like he's like the he don't he like London guy and this and that and Zoe's friend originally and yeah
nice.
so
Oh,
like
sick.
yeah so like a lot of them know you
Yeah.
sort of thing so they know
Damn.
like most of them know like you that sort of thing yeah so that's what I mean like they they haven't sort of gone like oh yeah no, this dickhead
Yeah.
they've been like oh yeah it's that guy sort of thing.
Do you know, funny you should say that, right? Because I was in the gym the other day, one morning, because I only train in the mornings. Unless I can't train in the mornings, I always train early bird. And I was chatting to one of my pals that goes to the gym. Um, and we're talking about like, oh, what are you doing? Like, what's been going on? A little quick catch up kind of thing. And I was like, oh yeah, I've just been recording the podcast and that. And he goes, oh, with Big Dazza. Yeah,
Come on now.
Big Dazza. I was like, yeah. So yeah, Big Dazza, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of my friend, so a lot of people that I know, my friends and that, are starting to know who you are. So it's pretty sick.
That's good.
Yeah, it's class. I love it. I'm like, hey, yo, Big Dazza, yo, people know him from. Let's go, let's go.
I just thought you were a knobhead when I first met you anyway. I'm seriously
I
joking.
was gonna say, what the?
Dude.
Huh?
Nah, generally, when.
No, no, play like because I would rather someone be completely honest. Because I know, how some people like kind of lie and be like, "Oh, what did you think of me when I first met?" Yeah, he was right. No, tell me if I was a dickhead.
Nah, generally, when I first met you, I thought this geezer's fucking funny as hell. I was like, oh, he's so class. Like, I wanted to see you like more. I was like, I used to say to Laura, oh, it's a shame he lives so far away. It's not really that far away. It's
Nah,
like 45 minutes.
but at the start, I think.
Yeah. I was like, oh, like, don't get to see him that much.
Mm,
Like, it's cool. Because we weren't really one-on-one contact at that point.
yeah,
It's more if Zoe invited him, I was like,
yeah,
oh, it's a shame. Like, it would be nice to see him and stuff. And even like, so like when it was a secret of you coming to like Laura's birthday, I was like, oh yeah, sick. Because not only was Laura gassed, I was gassed because I get to see you sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like, so like
big up.
just like blowing your fucking trumpet up and moan. Yeah, no, so yeah, I was like, oh yeah, this guy's jokes like always made me laugh and that, and some of the things he's come out with, and
It
even
is.
like the cream thing.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what? Like, as much as I want to like present myself to people on a more serious level, where I want people to take me seriously, whenever you meet that group of friends or you meet up with your pals, you're always going to be your natural self, like your true,
Yeah.
like authentic self,
I'd
right?
rather you be
Yeah.
yourself because that's probably more likely to get on with yourself than if you're just trying to be, I don't know, say you come dressed like suit and boot, I'm like, who the fuck's this dick? Like entitled posh prick, like
As if I don't do that now. Yeah. Like, I get what you mean though.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you sort of build a picture up straight off the bat.
Like a digital report kind of thing.
Yeah, but like because you come and you, yeah, obviously, I think I was a bit more refined as well. Like I was a bit more tame when we first met because I was like, I wanted you to sort of like me as well because you're Zoe's friend and whatever. So I wanted you to not think I was a complete twat because I think if I went straight
Guns blazing.
autism, like spectrum central, you would have been like, who the fuck is this
Nah,
maniac?
I generally don't think I would, but I definitely like. I think,
You just never know.
yeah. To be fair, like, yeah, because people would always, like I say, they'll never show the true colours. So, like, if you went all guns blazing, and it wasn't me, but it was someone else, they'd probably be honest and be like, "Oh, what a dickhead." You know, you get some people like that. I think they need to fuck off. You can't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Hello, Dave. Oi, I thought we said no phones. I thought we said put your phones on silent for this audition.
mother
We are in the middle of filming.
on air, mother.
Live on it. That's what I forget. Live on air.
Oh, that'd be so sick. Do you know, like I said, like people have given us feedback on the podcast, and they've said like the one thing they'd probably want out of anything, like audio or like camera quality or video quality, would be a backdrop.
Yeah.
Have you heard that a lot?
I can't say I've seen that side of it, but we said it in last episode. Drop your feedback in because all feedback is helpful. Drop a comment, drop a like while you're there would be nice.
And subscribe.
Yeah, if you can, that's appreciated. But yeah, drop any comments with anything you would like to see, hear, any differences. But backdrop, and with regards to backdrops, we've been talking about this briefly
Mm.
in person and that. The way it is at the moment, obviously, we recorded at Law's house initially. We're recording at your house as we speak because we're sort of alternating it. So one person does the travel. Having like a base studio is where we want to get to. So then it'll be easier to have the backdrop.
Mm.
Obviously, at the moment we got just like this box light I had, the Chattin Smack we put onto it. So we do want background stuff, and we could get little bits and bobs, um, bits of us, maybe memorabilia, whatever, sort of included into the background. The only thing is, if we're going in between houses, we will have to just keep packing it. But we pack our camera gear, so we can just travel it and set it up. But because it's a different scenery every time, it's not easy.
Yeah,
But once we get to studio level, or like so, like when obviously me and Laura are looking to move out, we could have a room set up for that
that was sick.
permanently. So whenever you're down, that side of it would always be the same.
Mm.
So when we get to studio bases, we will have just a
Oh
setup
yeah,
that is podcast, and it'll be that's it, and we can add to it, we can
I
change it.
can't wait for that,
Mm.
bro. I cannot.
Well, because I was thinking about this the other day, it's like, oh, what we could do, but we could have like little bits like I don't know, like the brochures from the Simon charity match.
Mm.
Like we could have that because we did that together, sort of thing. We could have little bits and bobs like that, like trinkets in the back,
I think we should have like a pegboard in the background.
a
Like,
pegboard.
do you know what they are? Silly question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I speak to some people and they're like, "What's a pegboard?" I think we should have one of those, like where we can have a little like shelves on it, but then every time we do something, we can update it. Like take something that's oldish off and then update it with something new, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That'd be pretty sick.
I like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it is coming, people.
we appreciate the feedback and like do you know what actually amazes me the most is people are actually listening and watching our podcast.
We appreciate every single one
Honestly, like,
listening, watching, following. We appreciate
yeah,
every single one of them.
honestly, like, please, like, don't be scared to like send us a message. Well, I don't know how you feel, but don't be afraid to follow my Instagram, send me a message because I am more than happy to have a conversation. I love a good chatting smack sesh. You know
I'd
what I mean?
rather people did than just sort of kept stuff to themselves. I'd rather
Yeah,
stuff be known. Even if you're going to be a prick about it, I can still have a laugh about it. Do you
yeah,
know what I mean?
100%, 100%.
But yeah, so all that will come in due time. And like we said last episode, this is our only our second filming day because we do it batch. Hence, you don't see much change necessarily in sceneries and that. This is our second day recording, per se. So we just batch record it. So
Mm.
it's learning. We've been trying mics out. We will
Oh,
keep changing. We will keep upgrading.
it's only going to improve from here.
Oh yeah, it's only going to go up. So don't worry about that. we're just trying to get like the basics right in terms of audio and probably video because they're the main two qualities that people have. Everything else, backgrounds and that will improve when we can.
100%.
But
Yes, sir.
going back to the theme,
Oh, the topic of conversation.
you was about to hit on it on to our first ever on tour.
First ever. So that was Liverpool, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know how that came about.
think
Do
we
you remember
just
how it came about?
well, we all just enjoyed sort of spending time. We were all like, oh, why don't we
Yeah.
sort of set something up like a
Yeah, yeah,
weekend away?
yeah. And I remember, so I think it was, so I remember just from memory, the first ever time we arranged to go to Liverpool, I remember parking my car outside Z's, getting the bus to the train station, taking the train up there. That was class. That was good. I felt like, I promise you, I felt like I was in like the vibe I was getting when we was on the train, like when we was in Liverpool, getting the last train from like station to somewhere. I felt like I was in New York.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, just because big city,
Yeah,
it's
like
going to the big city, isn't it?
yeah, like the train vibes, like just the surroundings. I thought I was in New York. It was sick. And then I remember you driving up there.
Yeah, that's where I feel like I missed out partially because I didn't get you guys already had traveled together, you'd sort of settled in, you'd seen the place together, go, ah, like, look, we got this, got that. You know what I mean? You lose that initial thing. So I feel like that's where I missed out because obviously I couldn't get the time off work. It wouldn't give me it off because it was a Friday and they get funny about having Fridays off because the management can't be asked to come in, so then I have to be in.
Yeah,
Ain't in that job anymore anyway. That's a few years ago.
yeah,
Don't give a fuck. But yeah, so I drove up straight from work. I think I quickly got changed at work, then drove up because I was like, I ain't driving up in work clothes. I can't stand it. Stopped off like halfway because it's about 3 hour drive. I think it took me
yeah,
to get there.
yeah. It was
So
alright.
I stopped off in Birmingham because that's like for me when I'm going up north like Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham's literally like halfway.
Nice.
So sometimes I'm just like I stop in Birmingham or I'll get past Birmingham and then stop. Stopped there, a bit of food, and then carried on up. And I think I didn't get up there till like 10, I want to say.
Yeah, I think it was like quite late.
Because I finished work late at that job. It was so ass. Like I didn't finish till like 6. So yeah, it was quite late, like half 9, 10 o'clock by the time I got up there. And I'd missed out like Zoe had made this like really nice pie. She did give me some. I had a bit because I had already eaten. I was like, oh, she made it, so I eat a bit. But I kind of missed out on the first dinner, and yeah, so I feel like I really missed out on it, which really sucked. But the rest of the trip made up for it. It was
Oh,
sick.
it was so, but it doesn't mean we can't do it again. Do you know what I mean?
No, obviously, I mean, we did do it again, didn't we? Like, we did go on another tour and
We
that.
did, we
Yeah,
did.
but like,
So yeah,
because the that I remember that first time was when we were like hunting to get Prime because that was when
that was when it was at its peak. No, that was before. I think that was
it
before it
sort of
came out.
initially come out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we'd already got a couple from London, and then we were trying to get more because like it seemed to be in the big cities. It was the only place you can get it. So like I was like our thing trying to get it.
Growth. I remember that was crazy, and it was annoying because, like you say, it was only sold in like major cities.
Mm.
So where and it wasn't popular in your area, was it?
No, you couldn't get it from mine.
No, so even here, like it was unheard of. And when someone had it, you'd be like, oh, it was like gold. It was like, what? Oh, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was crazy. So like, even when we went up there, we did collect them. It was pretty class. It was sick. Have you still got those bottles? Like, have you have? I think I have a few. Well, I say I have a few. I have a handful of bottles when we went up there
Mm.
and some cans.
Mm.
But I don't want to get rid of them, but I do. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got anywhere to put them.
Yeah, I get that.
But that was a class trip we did. Mini golf. Do you know what? As much as people say Liverpool might be a shithole,
Mhm.
I think it's pretty like city centre. Like it's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
I mean, I I know I take the piss and I slag Liverpool off. I don't actually hate Liverpool.
It's actually nice. Well, you're gonna get every area that's gonna have a bad and a good part, right?
Yeah, even where I am, there's shit areas and there's nice areas.
But where we went was absolutely class.
Yeah, and the thing is, like you say, because Liverpool is a city, there's so much to do there. Like, and that's the thing. I do enjoy going to Liverpool, Manchester, London because they're big cities. They got loads to offer. They got like lots more to offer than what my little town has. So I love going to those places. Like I say, I slag it off, but I still like it would never stop me from going. I do enjoy it, and you know what? Like Um, there is a lot of the Northerners are very quite sort of harsh in a way and like hard people, but they're quite sort of they're actually quite nice when you get
I
to
was going to say they're
they
well
are
friendly.
really friendly,
Yeah.
yeah. So they actually are really good people, nice people.
Do you think it's because of our accent that they're nice? Because Americans will like go crazy over our accent. But
Oh yeah, Americans love like British accent.
do you reckon they love our accent? I don't mind their accent on the right person.
I love accents. That's the thing. I love accents because I find it different. I find it
Mm.
intriguing because it's different to mine. But whether they like a southern accent, I don't really know. I feel like they'll take the piss, like, yeah, what, brother, and that, because we that's how we kind of
Tea and scones.
or that, yeah. It's either the posh one or it's like the real
Do
London,
you know what I mean? Like crumpets and tea. Oh,
tea and crumpets. Ew.
literally. So that was the first time, and we that was. I remember doing that as like a yearly thing. It would always be like in April time because
Mm.
for my work, the financial year is April to April, so that's when your annual leave kind of resets.
Oh
So
yeah.
I remember doing that like in April time. That was pretty sick. I wish we kind of committed to that and done like once a year kind of thing, but
Yeah, so
life changes.
we yeah we did because when we was up there we did like mini golf and that, didn't we?
Oh, it was so sick.
We went to a sort of club one night, but obviously I know I feel like that wasn't really for you because that's not your kind of thing. So I felt bad for you.
That's right. Oh,
Yes,
vibe.
enjoyable to do. It's still a bit of a vibe, and we did arcades and bits and bobs, didn't we? And
Yeah, we did a bit of shopping as well.
yeah,
The food, I think to be fair, like going out for food was a vibe as well. Because like it's all in good having home cooked meals, but when it felt like a holiday to be fair. Like, it was a
it did.
staycation, but
Zoe cooked the first night. I think we got takeaway the last night because we got big Chinese. That was fat. We had proper scran, like loads.
mate, that was
Then we
lush.
go out the second night. I want to say I can't remember now.
I think I don't want to sound big headed, but I think we did go out. We Zoe cooked. We got Chinese on the last day, but in the middle we did go out. I think was it us four? We went to a TGI's, was it?
Yeah.
I think so.
We went something like that, didn't we? We definitely went out.
Yeah,
I thought
that
so.
was pretty lush. That was pretty nice. Yeah, so that was the first time, and then
I feel like Cream on Tour Part 2 was a lot bigger event. I suppose because we knew each other a lot more then, and it felt like we did a lot more. But I think because we travelled up together, that made it maybe a bit more different in my eyes.
was that the year after we went to live back to Liverpool?
Yeah, we went because the second time we went to Liverpool and Manchester.
Yes, yeah. So that was after we kind of like initially knew each other. Then we started talking more, getting closer, and then yeah, that was pretty sick. That was a road trip. That was
Yeah,
nuts.
that was a full-on road trip because I vlogged it all. And because you come over to us,
Yeah, again, I did the same thing. I dropped my car off at Zoe's.
and then I come to pick you lot up,
Yeah, and then
and then we drove up. We stopped in Birmingham because we went to Cadbury's World.
we did. That was
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, because that was pretty class. Yeah, going around there. Um, that was. It's not actually the first time I did the tour because I've been with my parents and my family
What
before.
Cabri was?
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I've done the tour before, so I kind of knew roughly what's coming. But it's always
Yeah,
nice to go with different people and bits and bobs
yeah.
and get free chocolate, and
That was pretty nice.
that's alright. Yeah,
I do feel like walking through that like little what do you want to call it, like a little tour.
yeah, like
Walking
factory
through,
tour.
yeah. Definitely put me off chocolate a little bit.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought it'd make
because
you want it more.
no, I mean smelling it and then seeing it being made, and then
Suppose.
I was like, yeah, do you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna laugh for a bit. And then literally like 20 minutes after, I was like, shit, I wish I picked up some chocolate.
Yeah, but we literally picked up bags of chocolate.
No, like bags,
Oh, bags.
bags. I wanted to pick up like the whole inventory of chocolate.
Because they give you like free chocolate when you're going around. Like they'll give you like they'll be like, oh, here's like a bar each or something, or like whatever, and you get like a load of different bars as you walk around. And there's that bit where you can kind of like make chocolate and or like put toppings on it you want, and then eat that.
Yeah,
But then obviously they have like the shop where you can buy obviously shit loads of chocolate, like chocolate coming out of your ears sort of thing.
crazy. I low-key wish I'd done that.
Then because when we come out, we went to the outside bit, didn't we? And we did that remote control car thing, didn't we? Do you
Yeah, I
remember
remember
that?
that.
That's jokes.
That was like a pound, and then yeah, it was like a little.
I think I vlogged. I Lord drove. Did you drive it?
No, I think her and Zoe did it. Yeah,
Because I was gonna say I remember vlogging it I know I didn't drive it, I don't think, but I remember vlogging it. 'Cause that's how I remember a lot of the stuff because I videoed that one. That's why I feel like I remember that more and being a bigger tour because I think I've videoed it, so I had the video evidence of it and I edited it.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, I still remember the first one and I still got pictures from the first one, but I
nice.
think the second one was definitely a bigger event. And then
Yeah. 'Cause
yes,
we did a lot more. We did more because the first time when we tried, we basically scoped out the first time.
yeah,
Then when we said we'll go like next year, we're going to do like
yeah,
this.
and then it's a full-on road trip because we drove our obviously. So then did all the Cadbury's well. I'm sorry, what?
Sorry,
They
Siri.
they found it on the web. They found Cadbury's well.
We ain't talking to you, bro.
Well, she found my video on the web. Come on, check it out. Um, yeah. So then once once we got up, I think we got up there into the gaff, sort of scoped out the place. Oh, we played hide and seek. Do you remember that? In the Airbnb had, I think
We did. We did. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
that's jokes.
Was I seeking and you lot were hiding?
Of we took it in turns.
We did. It didn't last long though. We only did like 2 rounds.
It was you kind of exhausted all the places to hide though. Because I remember I was seeker once. Because again, we had to sort of go out the house and I videoed it going around trying to find you all.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because it was weird because they had like a bedroom as such on where a living room would be. Like the front room was like a bedroom, which you think you wouldn't want because people like walking up and down. You would because Zoe was originally going to go in that, and then I think she changed her mind.
She like shared the room with me.
Yeah, so you two had a room upstairs. Me and Laura had a separate room, and then there was like a third bedroom upstairs which had like two bunk beds. And
Yeah, that was it.
someone was hiding under the bunk beds.
That was you, I think.
No, that was one of the girls, 'cause that was when I was
I
seeking.
think it was Zoe's. To be fair.
Might
Yeah.
yeah, so we just dicked about and played hide and seek.
We also did. Oh my god. We did the. Oh, what? Christ Almighty. We did.
Am I boring you?
What?
Am I boring you?
Never. We did the murder case mystery.
Oh yeah, the murdering
I'm
mystery
awful at those.
case. We actually, I think we did that over the course of 2 nights because it was that long. It wasn't it?
There was so much paperwork to that.
Oh,
It was a joke.
it's good fun. I do enjoy doing stuff like that. It was long, but like I said, I think because we started kind of late, we didn't do it on a one. Because I think one time we got takeaway and then sort of did it.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, and we got the cream dessert. We got the dessert delivered.
yeah.
I don't know if that's the same day we got the dinner delivered, probably as well.
I think it might have been. Yeah, I think we got the food and dessert together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was pretty sick.
That was nice.
So
That
yeah, then
I'm all for those things, those murder mystery things.
no, it's a bit
Awful.
of fun though, isn't it?
It
Like
is.
something to do
Yeah,
in the
it
evening.
got my brain working a little bit.
Yeah, because yeah, so that was because we did that one night. We went to one of those like the NQ64 we did when we went, us two went up.
That was class.
We did something the same like an arcade bar thing when we went as well. Um, I remember Law had an issue with her phone and we took it to some repair
Yeah.
place.
And then it took, well, how long did it? It was like a couple of hours.
Yeah, only like a couple hours and they weren't massively expensive.
Was it good though?
It it
It
fixed
must have
it.
been, to be fair, yeah.
It fixed it,
Was
and
it the
it.
screen repair or something?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember what it was now, but I think it might have been screen repair or something. Yeah, because I think she broke her phone. It's quite new. I think she broke the screen or something, and then she got the screen repaired. And yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
so yeah, she did that. But because that was when we were walking around that town that day, and we were sort of going around the town and doing bits and bobs. And that's where the famous clip come that he didn't know. And have you watched the is it last podcast? Not well, obviously last one was the Simon one, but there's a podcast and I showed you the clip, but because I said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to add this clip into it," you don't look like you've watched it.
I didn't do my homework. What one was that?
So the the podcast we were talking about when we went away, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to add this extra little clip in because there's the famous clip that come from my vlog of when we were there."
Random man,
And
right?
it was that there was that we were like vlogging to the camera, and like obviously I had it was my phone, but I had it all in a mount with a microphone and that. And we were like talking about we were talking about Nando's, like what our go-to order was in Nando's. Um,
And then we had the girls. come up to us and
It's
yeah.
like, do you require length? She's like, do you require length or distance? And oh, the phone's going. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Hello. Um,
What did he say?
what did he say? Yeah, so she goes, "Oh, you don't actually see her in the video, but you can hear her. The mic perfectly picks her audio up, which is quite good for it. It's like, do you require length or distance or something?" And we're like, "No, we're all right," sort of thing.
Yeah,
Not
we're
like
okay.
we weren't trying to be a dick, but we were fine.
Yeah.
We because we only vlog into the camera to us too. And then you whispers to me, it's like, "I thought she was talking about my cock."
That's unhinged.
Unhinged.
Oh,
And then I goes, "No, I'm perfectly fine in the trousers department."
you let me out of the house, man. Why did you let me out? Should have kept me at home.
But yes, that's the clip that come out from it, and I was trying to explain it that in that podcast about our tour, but I couldn't remember the clip fully. So then I added it in, and I said, "Oh, I'll have to show you the clip." And I don't know if I showed you the clip or I just said, "Oh, yeah,
What the clip of us?
yeah, of
Yeah,
that,"
no, you show me. Yeah,
because we were just vlogging to the camera while the girl,
they went in Primark.
yeah, the girls went in Primark and they brought a whole new outfit, and basically went to the toilet to go change in that because they weren't. I think, I think they had sort of quite big like hoodies and that, but it was actually kind of warm, I think, I want to say. So they wanted to change outfits, or some reason they wanted to change
I
outfits.
know why.
Why?
They were getting new tattoos.
Ah, that was it.
Remember that? They went
Yeah,
into
'cause
Primark to get like shitty like clothes, like baggy, just to kind
yeah,
of sit through it.
that was it. I remember now. Yeah. So then, yeah, they went and had a whole outfit changed. Well, so then we just sticked about vlog to the camera. And be like, oh yeah, like girls like have to go change and formally in outfits and bits and bobs
I
and
thought it was gonna be a lot longer. To be fair, I thought it was gonna take like their sweet ass time.
yeah, we had a bit of conversation because we talked about Nando's order, we talked about them doing their outfit and bits and bobs. So yeah, that was quite fun actually. Like, and then obviously, like you say, they then went and got tattoos, and that came into the podcast when we were talking about filming in places. Because I asked them,
Yeah, you
can I
did.
film there? And they was like, oh, we love that. And they're like, oh, we're gonna be on YouTube, and they followed like my accounts and stuff because they wanted to see them
Yeah,
on the video. So that was pretty sick, actually. That's where people were like happy to you for you to film.
yeah. I still don't understand why certain places don't allow.
Obviously, yeah, I'm not a big content creator, but I'm still showing them, and they still get out there, and people are still going to see my thing, so they're still going to see that tattoo place and see the work they do and go, oh yeah, like I want.
To be fair, even some big creators that I watch still get told they can't record in some places. So
It doesn't
it's
matter
just
who you
company
are.
policy.
Yeah, it's company policy. If it's company policy, it's company policy. But it's one of them ones, isn't it? I mean, some people go into like sex shop, but obviously you're not going to be able to film there because you can't put anything like that on YouTube.
Yeah,
So there's no point filming there. They just film the audio in there because there's no point filming in there because you have to blur everything. It's pointless.
yeah. Um, I do want to, before we go on to the next point, I do want to touch upon when we went back to Liverpool the second time round. I remember one night we was all chilling and you was editing
Mm.
some of your videos and I was helping out and you took a Snapchat and on that Snapchat caption you said, what did you say?
What did he say?
What did he say? He's something like,
I said something about our boys working together, or like
now
something
look,
like that. And
now
now
look,
we're actually working on a project together.
come on, brother. Yeah, manifested it.
I think it's like businessmen working together.
That was, yeah, that was on the lines. Yeah, it was like businessmen at work or something. Yeah, look at it now. Manifest.
You were doing your bits and bobs, and I was editing my videos and that. Well, I was actually editing the vlog
Mm,
as we were going along. So I didn't have a big edit to do at the end of it, so I was sort of editing as going along.
yeah.
Yeah, so that, and like you say, now how it's turned, and we've got our own project together.
Come on now.
Come on, come on. And we
Full circle.
went Karen's Diner. That was an experience in itself.
It, if you are light-hearted, I would never step into Karen's Diner like it's mental.
Hater. That's what you got called
I did.
by the big titty lady.
Yeah. What was that about? What bait or what? What is that?
Well, because there's alpha male, isn't there?
Yeah.
And she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're a beta."
Yeah. Listen, step outside. Yeah, then we'll see who's better. Half male. It's honestly ruthless though. Like, and do you know what? When we went in there, I knew what to expect.
I'd seen videos of it already, yeah.
But I saw videos, and even when we went there, I was like, yeah, I know what to expect. But it's just so different when you go there and actually
I
experience it.
love that I vlogged it as well.
Oh my god, have you still? Is the video up on your channel?
Oh yeah, it's on the
I
channel.
have to go back and watch it
Because I think I put some of it into the full vlog, but I did a separate main channel video of just the
because did
experience
like a
of it.
snippet of that, and then
Yeah, because there were so many moments I didn't want to make the vlog like stupidly long. And I was like, I've got enough content to like make a main channel video at this point. It's like we literally come in and there's that guy on the door and he just sort of, it's like, there's the menus. Like chucks them on the floor. It's like, pick them up. I'm like, I was like, right, this guy's chucked my menu on the floor. Who the fuck are you?
honestly, I was not expecting that. Like, and what I don't understand is they can be rude to you, you can be rude back, but like, there's a point where, yeah, but come on, bro.
Yeah, where it becomes disrespectful. You're like, right, this is not a game. Because I think we sort of started to witness that when we were there.
Yeah, there was a lady fully rowing with them.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, she took that way too far.
brother, it's like you should know. Like the thing is, like you said, you should know what you're getting yourself into before you go. Like, it can't be like faint-hearted, and don't be a dick. Like they're only having, it's only a bit of fun. It's banter.
I mean, to be fair, I've known some people to take people in there, like their nans and that, or like their parents, and not tell them. I think that's a bit harsh.
That's a bit of a joke.
If you want to give them like,
I've seen like an old like Mavis like
yeah, I've seen that, and I'm like, bro, you can't take your nan and not pre-warn her. Fuck me, like crazy. But
yeah, but it makes a clip though. That's what they're getting it for, clips.
silly question, but is it still a thing?
Yeah,
Comes down.
yeah.
I was so glad to get out of there because I was so looking forward to going to a normal restaurant.
Chicken run boy. That's what I got called.
What did I get called?
Well, you got called a beta, didn't you?
Oh yeah,
Because we all got hats with stuff written on. Oh, I got called like Mr. One View or something as well. Like one
yeah, something like
subscriber. That's what was on my hat. But then there was this other lady that called me Chicken Run Boy. She's like, "Oh yeah, you look like me from Chicken Run,"
yeah, I remember that.
and she kept like clucking at me.
He's like they only targeted us and not the girls.
Yeah, the girls got off quite scot-free. They did get names on their hats.
They did, but that was pretty good. And then, oh my god, I had to get up and sing.
That was
Oh,
brilliant. I couldn't film the whole thing because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get copyrighted, it won't show.
so I hate the fact that they pick random people, and I was one of them. So we had to do different challenges. Like they said to us, go and get find orange like items. So then I was trying to pick stuff off the tables and
Yeah, and get like so many girls' hair clips or something.
yeah. And then the last one was like, oh, you can choose one, and I was like, okay. And then as the person was like, okay, you've got the option of no, you're actually gonna go, you're actually gonna sing. And I was like, oh, I didn't get a choice. I was like, okay, sick. And then I started singing Justin Bieber.
Baby, baby, baby. Oh.
Sick. It is. It's just classic.
We knew it was gonna be beep to you. Didn't you all? I'm pretty sure everyone sung.
Yeah, everyone together to be fair and start singing along.
No, but like, yeah. So we all sung with you, but then I think everyone that went up, they had to all sing a different song. I'm pretty sure.
No, it was only
No,
me.
was
Everyone
it
else
just
got
you?
off. Yeah, everyone else.
I swear
Because you
someone
know
else
the
sung.
waiter, the the waiter we had.
Yeah,
Was it
yeah. The guy.
the guy,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He was picking on me. He loved it.
Oh no, but he liked you.
Oh yeah, that's why he made me sing.
Yeah.
I don't like singing.
I think we still got that picture where he sat in your lap.
We have. I think the girls might have on there.
Yeah, the girls definitely have that.
That's never coming out from the archive.
Oh, that is so coming out from the archives. Yeah, but Karen's Diner was something else.
If you lot said to go back, I'd be like, yeah, cool. But I
Oh, I'd definitely go back just because of banter.
don't think I could go there on a regular.
Nah, it's like not a one-time thing, but it's like a random thing. Like you do,
Random like Saturday planning kind of yeah.
oh, let's go for here for Bants. Because the food wasn't even terrible. To be
That
fair.
was so good.
It's like basically burger and chips sort of kind of vibe for people who don't know. Like it is kind of like a burger place, isn't it? But it was actually pretty good.
It had did it have like chicken tenders and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh bro, it was so good. Can't beat burger and chips.
Oh yeah, 100%. But yeah, so That was cream on top.
That was the end of the Liverpool. Well, that was the end of up north.
We went last day we went over to Manchester and did Trafford Centre.
We did. That was that the first time I was going there.
Think it was. I've been there already, but I'm pretty sure that's the first time you'd ever
Oh, so
been.
you've been there prior to that. Yeah, I think that was the first time that I went. Because I think even when we went away recently, I said to you, I was like, someone told me that the Trafford Centre is like 5 miles long.
Yeah, I remember you telling me this in the other podcast. And I was like, who the fuck is that dickhead that said that? It's definitely not that long.
It's lengthy
You
though.
know how long it takes to walk 5 mile?
It takes me half an hour to run just under 5 miles.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's maybe it's not 5 miles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a mile length to length. But
It
yeah,
might be more. It might be a mile. I think
I think it is a mile.
it's probably close to a mile.
It is sick. Do you remember what your thoughts were when you initially, the first time you went?
To the Trafford Centre,
Yeah.
bro. Because I love. This is a bit mad. I love shopping, but I won't spend money. But I love going out and seeing new like places. But I thought it was honestly so sick. It was so class. There's one in Dartford, the Blue Water Shopping Centre.
Yeah, yeah, Blue Water, yeah.
Yeah, so I love shopping centres like that. It's huge. I love it. I thought it was sick. And did they have the Calvin Klein at the Trafford Centre?
Yeah, it did.
That's another reason why.
Yeah, because remember
Yeah,
the whole
episode one.
Kelgate?
Maybe I should go Instagram.
I literally told you,
Maybe I should have.
right, let's make another trip. We're going back up. We go every day until we find out, or we just ask the staff there, what's the name?
Yo, what's your colleague's name?
Wait, Lingers come over here.
That was.
But that first time you had been that tour, that's when I'd seen someone from Hollyoaks,
You did.
and I'm sort of a bit awkward, and I was like, oh, they're going about their daily life. Like, I don't want to be like a pest and bother them. And he was like, nah, I'll be all right. And you went in and like spoke to him, and he, fair play to you, you actually come out, and he was like a proper nice guy, like I knew he would be. Yeah, I got a picture of him and everything. I was like,
Gotta take every opportunity you can.
yeah, because like you say, you don't know when you're ever going to see him again.
Do you know what I mean?
Something.
Crazy that. But that was and then that was Manchester. Then, did we do anything else after that?
No, because like we did Liverpool and we did, well, we started from my ends, went up to Birmingham, went to Liverpool, stayed in Liverpool. Then on the last day, we travelled to Manchester and then come back in the evening.
We did. We did. That was the last. That was the last trip up north as our tour.
A collective. Then we was meant to do, and I don't remember why you didn't come. We was planning Cream goes to Le Francais, Le Cream.
La Creme, yeah. I think was I working?
It must have been you couldn't get time off or something.
I was so annoyed.
You missed out there, but
Oh, stop! Tell me what happened? Tell me.
yeah. So we
It's in Nice, wasn't it? Oh, nice, Nice. I think
it is pronounced Nice, but I can't remember wherever. No, we went Paris.
Paris.
That was the first time I'd ever been Paris because I was like, I kind of want to go say I've done it and do the Eiffel Tower, all that bollocks.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, yeah. But so we we drove down. We took Laura's car at the time. She had a company car, so it was like quiet and that and comfortable for like a long run. So we we drove down to Dover the night before we were due to go because we were going like first ferry out like stupid o'clock, like 5 o'clock in the morning or something.
Mm.
And so you had to be up. It's like going to an airport where you have to be like there like over an hour before, and you got like passport control. But I don't know if you've ever been on a ferry. There's like two, three passport controls you have to go through. I'm like, this is
I don't think I've not. Maybe as a kid, but
yeah.
nothing I remember.
It's the first time I ever remember going on a ferry. Like I've been on ferries before, but I don't think I've ever been to like a non like UK country. So that's the first time I had to have passport on there. So yeah, we drove over to France. Did I vlog this one? No, I didn't vlog that one. I vlogged when we went to Nürburgring, which you didn't go to that one either. But I kind of think you might not have been that interested, or
What was that? The
when we drove over to Nürburgring. My car. But going back to the Paris one, we drove over. We were like I say, we took Laura's car because quieter and that, and we got into France into Calais And from the previous time we went to Nürburgring, we came into France and we are like, oh, we want Mackey's breakfast, and there was a Mackey's right there because we hadn't had breakfast at that point. It wasn't opening until like another half an hour or something. We waited around. Turned out it was only a cafe and didn't have any breakfast or nothing, so we were pissed.
Stop.
We just drove over to Brussels and stopped in Brussels. But this time, because we knew that, I think we either went somewhere else or we just got driving. And yeah, we drove down to Paris, and fucking hell, driving in Paris is another level. I knew it was gonna be shit.
Did you drive?
Yeah,
All right.
because Laura refuses to drive in another country, so she drove down to um to Dover, but I drove all the time we was in France. And yeah, Paris is just mad, man.
Because they're roundabouts. You have to stop on the roundabout to give way to people coming on. I think it is what I've
Um,
heard.
I think maybe some of the roundabouts you might have had to.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, it was. But Paris is like city, and they're just maniacs there. The amount of crashes we'd seen, and
Really?
like we saw bikers on the floor and all sorts, and yeah, fuck it. They're quite shit hot on it. Like they've got these police vans that come down and then they close the road and they have these big arrows to tell people to move over. They're very on it with that sort of stuff, really.
How long did you go for?
I think that was like a long weekend again, sort of thing. Um, yeah, we stayed in like an Airbnb there, which was decent. Um, at first we could park outside the gaff.
Hmm.
But then one time there was like no parking outside. So then we went sort of just round the bend and there's like loads of other cars parked there. So we parked there as well. Come out one day and there's like a ticket on this car, on Law's car, all in French. It was like, why do you, like, it's handwritten, all in French. You can see it's got fucking UK stickers on it. Why are you writing it in French? Obviously, you're not going to fucking understand it, are you, you clown? But they probably think, oh, you come to a country, you should speak our language. Fair enough. Probably should.
So valid.
Them two girls, they did GCSE French.
Oh, they did.
They knew a lot of French. I was like, right, I don't know fuck all. Like I didn't give a fuck about French in school, so I never really took time to learn it. So I was like, shit. But we end up Google translating it, and we could kind of get the gist of it. And they were saying something about basically you can't park there, and I don't know if they were can't park there, sir.
Can't bother me.
I don't know if it was meant to get a fine or something. That, anyways, like a proper official police paper and a police note sort of thing. But all the cars down the road had it. But it's like, where does it fucking say you can't park there? We literally couldn't find anything to say. Anyway, we had to move the fucking car somewhere else where we could park, or we believe we could. It was a fucking nightmare.
That's crazy.
Because once we got in Paris, we said let's not even bother drive because it's nuts. So we just Ubered everywhere. And the first Uber we got, he was sick. He's basically like a mini tour guide.
Nice.
He was like, because um, obviously me being a football guy, I wanted to if there's going to be a game on when we was out there, and he's like, oh yeah, go like these places, these have the good places. And he was asking about football, and he's like, oh, Arsenal's my favourite like English team. I was like, I feel like he might just be saying that. He probably says that about anyone that says it, but he was being generally nice guy, and he's like, yeah, he's like, oh, if you get the, the out there, they have a lot of foreign people that are really bad, like Romanians that are really bad for like pickpocketing,
Okay.
and they stand in groups, and they said, oh, don't get singled out and don't get be in groups because that's when they're trying to get you and sort of thing. And it's like you have the ability just to push them out of the way. And he also gave us the phone number for the police to call them because they said you can call the police if they pickpocket you or try and
Damn.
harass you, stuff like that. So yeah, he's proper good tour guide.
Geezer.
Mm.
Nice.
Um, yeah, and obviously we did all the main stuff. We went and saw Notre Dame. Well, did we say? I think you might have seen it. We didn't go in it. We went like up the fucking spinning tower. Fuck me. What's my brain? We went up to Eiffel Tower, just a bit different. Yeah, so we actually went up there. You couldn't go all the way to the top 'cause you had to pay extra, and it was fully booked. Like you only can have so many bookings to go fully up to the top. Bit annoying, but oh well. Didn't get to go all the way up, but still a sick
She's been
experience.
on there. I went to France, Paris. I never went on there after.
Do you not? You went all the way there and didn't fucking do it.
I've got a story about that. I could probably tell it in a minute, to be fair.
You can do if you want, yeah.
Um,
Do you want to go now? Or do you want...
oh no, Okay.
Up to you. I mean, you can either say it now or say it in a bit. I mean,
Well, so I still want to interrupt you. So if you want to carry on with that story.
I don't mind. Like you either talk about your Eiffel Tower experience.
To be fair, it's not even a long story. So me and the ex went up there to Paris because her dad worked for the Eurostar.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we got free tickets. Gassed. Really appreciated that. So it saved us a lot of money getting the tickets. And we went up there. She fell ill.
Oh no,
We was there for a weekend and she fell ill.
typical.
Honestly, like she tried, bless her, she tried to make it work, and I was like, look, there's no point in you trying if you're gonna make yourself even worse. So
Hmm.
you just rest up. And I had stuff to do in it, so it was fine. But I made sure she was alright. But yeah, we had like this little like little canal cruise, kind of like dinner on a boat kind of thing planned.
Cute.
Didn't happen
Oh, fucking
because she
hell.
was ill.
Oh, that's savage.
So me being me, I gave her the money for the entire thing, so I didn't want her to lose out on the money that she spent. So I was like, yeah. But yeah, so we went there. We was there for a weekend, and I didn't do the after. Yeah.
So you kind of missed out a lot of the main stuff.
Yeah, I would go back and like I say, because when I want to travel now, I want to go to these places and do like the landmark of places like
Yeah.
Paris with the Eiffel Tower. I don't know, London, obviously, London Eye.
Like go Rome's Colosseum.
Yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, but
That's a shame.
yeah, but so how was the view on the? Did you have like? Was you there on the
We
end of the sunset or?
we were there during the day, like so we it was daytime when we saw it, so you got a nice good view. And even how high we were up like a good chunk of the way, and even there you get a really good view of Paris,
Nice.
so it is good. Obviously, it's nice to say you've been to the top, but
I love to go there at night and watch the lights, like when they've done the lights.
yeah, we were there at night and we saw the lights and it all sparkled because we went out during the day, we come down, um, we chilled in front of the Eiffel Tower, and it like there's this big field that everyone was, and there's dons walking around with an ice bucket offering beers and drinks, and there's like, oh, do you want to buy drinks? And there's like multiple of them just walking around with soft drinks,
That's
alcohol.
pretty sick.
Because it obviously, I suppose, because like people like you got this view, and that's the thing to do in Paris. And
That's so valid.
there's so many food spots there, so many drink spots, so many souvenir
Wouldn't
shops,
know,
all
mate.
that, all that usual stuff. Yeah, sorry to Robin.
Oh, you're right. No, I'm glad you had a good time though.
Yeah, no, so that's pretty sick. And then we went for dinner with a view of the tower still. Actually, we got quite lucky. We got to sit right in the window because it's like, oh, do you want to sit outside? But we was like, no, we're sitting inside. It was actually a really nice day that day. It was sunny.
Nice.
It was actually the best day there, like the best weather day we had, which was nice. But yeah, we sat inside and had a little view of the well, was eating. We did a bit of shopping there, but then later on it started pissing it down. And there's this guy walking around selling umbrellas. He's going umbrella, 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 umbrella. So me and Dor always take the piss now and always say that all the time when ever like someone says, "Oh, do you want an umbrella?" We go umbrella, 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 umbrella. Just from that, like it's kind of like you have to be there to know it. Kind of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but
Inside joke.
yeah, but we still take the piss and laugh about it now. But yeah, so then but just as it was getting dark when they turned the lights on, it sort of the rain was easing up a bit, but yeah, it was still pretty shite. But it was all like
Oh,
glittering.
I really want to go back just to see the lights.
Maybe we should have to go then. Maybe that's what our lads
Lads on towards Paris. Yo,
lads in Paris.
I'm
Because
so down.
we said about going abroad somewhere, that could be an option.
True. I still want to be able to go abroad, like abroad, like somewhere,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
catch a flight somewhere.
come on now. I mean, obviously, we could either drive there or we could just get flights or whatever. But like I say, driving. Yeah, drive to Paris, but don't drive around. It's a fucking shit place.
I think if I was to go anywhere that requires a plane, I definitely would. I mean, if it's Manchester, no, I'd never fly there. But anywhere else in the world, I love the process of getting up early, going to the airport, parking your car, going and getting customs.
It's long, but I do quite enjoy it. It feels like holiday.
Please, it makes it just. That's when you know you're on holiday mode. Like, bro.
You're waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, like, yep, I'm in holiday.
Yeah, like, bro. Like, because I ain't getting up any other time. Like normal. Oh, bro, I can't. Which brings me to the next.
There's like one year, like with family holiday, we were meant to be like leaving at like 2 in the morning or getting up at 2 in the morning, something like that. I didn't even bother sleeping. I was like, yeah,
And bro, that's the thing, like, because you're on holiday mode, it's like, yeah, like I can actually stay up and have a purpose of staying up
yeah.
like all
You
night.
go through all the customs, and
Yeah,
then
oh, bro,
yeah, it was
sick.
sick. Oh
Oh,
no. Yeah, well, we did an immersive experience in Paris. That's quite cool.
what's that?
You know how we did the illusion experience when we went away?
Hmm?
There's like this immersive thing where it's like very kind of what's it, sensory kind of thing. So there's a giant ball pit. There's a giant
I think I've seen that.
yeah. So there's the giant ball pit, like massive, literally like a swimming pool, but just full of balls. And then they had like a giant blow up inflatable man, which made it look like he was in the bath.
Yeah, nice.
And you had like a balloon room, which had like real
Yeah,
big
I've seen that
balloons.
online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had all sorts of bits and bobs of that. Like we were literally like little kids in there. There was kids in there, but we were like being
yeah,
like
living
kids
your
in there,
childhood
like
dream.
thinking,
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
yeah, it was pretty sick.
That is nuts. Sounds like and that was a weekend trip, wasn't
Yeah, yeah, it was a weekend trip.
it? Nice.
Obviously, there was one time when we went to like an Irish pub to watch the football, like I say,
In Paris.
in
What?
Paris.
There's an Irish pub in Paris.
Do you know what this is? What mate you was saying is just find like an Irish pub. They'll probably play the football, and basically whenever I want to watch the football in different countries, just look for an Irish pub. You'll find an Irish pub somewhere.
Damn.
Like Tenerife did it, Lanzarote did it, Italy, like in Rome did it, Paris
Damn.
did it. Yeah,
I don't know. Well, there you go. If you guys are into your sport, go to any Irish pub. There you go.
yeah, sorted.
Crazy.
That's how to do football in foreign countries.
No. Now, did they play it in English? Or was the commentary?
Most of the time they played because they streamed like the Sky version of it.
Hmm.
Most of the time it was in English. I think when we was in Paris though, I don't think it wasn't. I don't remember it being in English. I think it might have actually been foreign
Oh,
commentators.
really?
We can still gather what's happening.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And do you know what? I think every single time I've been to watch a game in a foreign country, and obviously I'm watching my team, there's still been other people in Arsenal tops and other people
Nice.
supporting the team. I'm like, that's mad. Like, I suppose there's multiple people like me, but B, there's people in other countries that still support English teams.
Love that.
Yeah, so Paris was pretty sick. It's a shame you missed out on that because of work or.
Oh, I wish. But there's more to come, obviously.
Well, we were supposed to do like it was meant to be the four of us when we went to the charity match, which was last episode. It was meant to be four of us, but Zoe had
Commitment.
yeah, well, I think she was ill in the end, wasn't she?
Oh, I think she was, yeah.
So she couldn't unfortunately come. So that was going to be like another little trip, cream trip. But as you said, we got cream on tour. We actually go into a different
Cream on
country.
tour. Let's fucking go. And I think we've been planning this since like last year, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well into last year.
Yeah. Because yeah, I remember that. That was, oh,
Well, I think because like you said, we were doing sort of like almost yearly things. We did Liverpool, then we did Birmingham, Liverpool, Manny.
yeah.
Then we did Paris, which you were supposed to come, but you didn't. So that was going to be the next one because we was like, right, we need to go abroad somewhere. And I think actually you said, oh, you went Paris for you missed it, but then you didn't. He was like, oh, it would have been nice to see a bit more because, like I said, things happen. But so then because you didn't come Paris, it's like right, we still need to go to like a different country. We've done Liverpool, we've done Manchester. We've I don't have we not even been to London though, all of us, have we? For anything altogether like a London
As
trip.
as like a squad.
Awesome
Oh
foursome.
man. Awesome, awesome. No, we haven't. Me, you, and Law have been to London,
Yeah.
but Zoe doesn't even like London. That's
Yeah.
why we
Oh,
haven't.
that's why we haven't done
Yeah.
it really. Yeah, but
But I remember talking about Amsterdam last year. I remember like it was yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you not remember?
No, see, my memory's weird, man.
No,
Like I remember pointless shit and don't remember useful good
no,
stuff.
no, that's all right. So last brief, keeping it brief, last year went for a breakup. Anyway, that's over. Then we went to Top Golf,
Yeah, yeah. We done Top Golf.
and
Love Top Golf, by the way.
was this summer? I think it was in the summer, wasn't it? Because it was, yeah, it was. And I was on prep, and I can eat anything.
Yeah.
So I was on prep. We went to Top Golf, and whilst we were waiting, we were talking about like. So I brought it up to be fair, and I was like, why have we not? obviously, I know you guys went to Paris and that and out of Germany, and I was like, why have we not gone away yet? Like, why has it stopped? What's going on?
And I was like, because you, bro, you didn't come to Paris.
So then I was like, so then that's when Law was like, well, we should go to somewhere that, well, I think was it Law? Was it? I think it was Law.
Sounds
We
like a
should,
good idea from manager law.
come on now, we should go somewhere that like neither of us have been to. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, then I whipped out my like fat bucket list of places, and I was like, yeah, have a look, kind of thing. They scanned for it, and then they was like, oh yeah, what about Amsterdam? And I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then that was it. I was kind of set on Amsterdam.
I think it was because, like I say, that was on your list, and it was also not a million miles away, so it was easy for all of us to go.
Hmm.
Because he said, "I'll probably somewhere in Europe." It's also, I don't know about Zoe, but I know me and Law haven't been, and we wanted to go. That was on our to-do list as well. So we're like,
Yeah.
let's do it.
If I didn't make it clear, that's where we're going literally next week, and I can't wait.
Well, actually, as this podcast is out, we will be in the midst of Amsterdam. We'll be in the middle of
Yeah.
Amsterdam when this episode comes out.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you guys are watching this or listening, we'll be in Amsterdam. That's nuts.
So this leads me to a question I had of what do you want to get out of Amsterdam? What do you want to do? See
Right.
what your expectations.
For, for my expectations, I know I'm going to, I don't know, because a lot of people say, like, you're only there for two things: X and hugs.
Hex and hugs. I ain't never heard of being called that.
Well, I can't say it for obvious reasons,
No,
but
I
so,
know,
yeah,
yeah, I know what you
yeah. Okay,
mean,
cool.
but I've never
Hex and
Hex
hugs.
and hugs. I've never
Um,
heard that someone called it like that.
that's the two things that people go for. So my expectations for Amsterdam is obviously like stunning views. I know there's obviously going to be like,
And that's just the ladies in the window. That's stunning
yeah,
views.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. Do you know what? I don't know what to expect realistically because I've never been. I've heard loads of stories, but everyone has a different opinion on it. I'm definitely not doing hex.
We can beep that out
Oh,
if you want me to
he-
in the editing.
yeah. Hex and hugs is definitely not what I'm looking for. I think for me, like I've said, I want to do the like landscape kind of activity kind of thing, sightseeing ish thing. So like, I do want to try the food out there because I've seen on TikTok. I've been doing a little bit of research. There's some good food spots out there.
And we love our food spots. That's what we looked for when we went Manny.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was close.
I should have saw if Todd had recommended anything in Amsterdam. I don't know if he's been or not. I know he's been in different countries, but I don't remember seeing anything for Amsterdam. But I'm sure you lot have found it because this guy's made like a whole itinerary, and he was like asking me, "Yeah, what do you want to do?" And I was like, "To be honest, with you, I want to have like some nice brownies, like go the red light district to say I've done it."
Mm.
And then I said to him, I don't know if you understood the reference. I want to go see like the famous sort of place, the bridges, which was in a COD map in Black Ops.
Yeah, I
Um,
think I know which ones you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, it was literally a map in there. So I was like, yeah, like I. It's not because of COD's been there. I just meant I knew that was like a
Yeah,
nice,
yeah,
nice sort of what it's renowned for sort of
yeah,
thing. So I was like, yeah, I want to go there. Oh, I want to see a windmill because that's on the bottle thing that I spoke about before.
yeah.
That's on
You
the
can tick
bottle.
it. Is it on your bottle?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can tick it off.
to see Dutch windmills. That's not necessarily Amsterdam as such. It just means in Netherlands somewhere. So yeah. I said other than that, really, I don't mind going to museums and just local foods because we're foodies, so we like
Yeah,
trying different foods. Because I'll be honest, I don't know loads of what's there. I didn't really research what's there, so I was like,
I don't. I bet a lot of people said there's not really much to do because that's why people only go for like 4 days, 5 days max.
everyone's always said long weekend is all you need.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the 4 days, as long as we kind of do as much as we can, because I don't know what to expect. Like, because I go to America quite a lot, so I know what to expect. So I know like what to do.
Mm,
But doing random stuff over the 4 days we're there,
mm,
I don't mind as long as we kind of like make the most of it.
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I think that's what you got to do when you're in a new place is make the most of it. Try and see everything you can.
Mm,
So you've done it. Like you said about staple things of when you go to a certain place, you have to see the certain things. I
yeah.
think seeing the sort of famous bridges and seeing the windmills and that, I like. And that's a hat trick. She should be a football player.
Hello, Dave.
All
What
right,
it
there,
is.
Dave. Hello, Dave.
Um,
God damn.
God damn.
Um,
I don't know if the mic picks it up or not. I assume it does.
I assume so.
Just put a fake ring in it if it doesn't. Ring, 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 hello. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the things to do, like the sites as such, is like the famous bridges and like the windmills sort of thing.
There's probably one photo opportunity I want to go to where when people stand on this like little mini bridge
Mm.
and there's like
I think I know what you're on about.
yeah, and there's like the water behind them kind of and the bit yeah, that's where I want to go and get a photo.
That's what I was
Is that
saying.
oh okay, cool. That's exactly yeah, cool, nice,
Yeah, I
nice.
want to get that photo. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh
You just
yes.
have to try not to get knocked down by cyclists because obviously they're renowned for cyclists, aren't they?
I think literally was it who was it? My cousin yesterday.
Mm.
She's been to Amsterdam. She went recently, and she was like, "Oh, when you go, you need to watch out for cyclists." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "There's more cyclists than cars."
Oh, there is. Yeah,
I was
you
like, "Oh,
basically can't drive there. You can only really cycle there.
that's so valid."
I think it's probably the town, city, whatever,
Yeah,
renowned for the most cyclists per square inch.
that's crazy. I mean, fair enough, like less pollution, but I was like, "Really?" She was like, "Yeah, just watch out." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, like I don't know if you ever seen famous pictures, like just like outside every cafe, just bare bikes, and I'm like, bruv, like how do you know what bike's yours? They all look
Honestly, they all look the same. Crazy that.
maybe they just don't have particular bikes. They just drop them off, and maybe it's like the line bikes. You just
Yeah,
pick them up,
just
cycle them.
that's it. Possibly.
No idea. Maybe we have to ask some Amsterdamian people, some
Amsterdam.
Dutchmen.
Are you ready for your first fact of the episode?
Oh, here we go.
This is where I've actually done my
The
homework.
man's done some research.
So there's a thing called the seven friends theory.
Okay.
I've never even heard of that. So we're talking about friends, obviously, in this episode.
Sidemen was in the last episode, though. Sorry, I ruined you.
This guy, he's ruining. To be fair, I should have done this in the last one, but my bad, my bad, my bad.
No, but you did the Sidemen fact and the Sidemen.
Ruined it now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So the seven.
So the seven friends theory,
Right. So explain.
which should have been in the last one, so that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, it's a popular culture suggests having seven distinct types of friends is ideal for a balanced life,
Really?
including
Right.
a childhood friend,
Yeah,
a funny friend,
that's me.
a loyal listener, and a family friend. Yeah.
So like that's what they recommend.
That's what they suggest to have a balanced life is have like seven of those for like one of each of those friends.
Like at least one of each
Yeah,
sort of thing. I'd say I probably got most of that.
nice.
I've like I said, like we said in earlier, I've got school friends,
Mm.
so I've got that ticked off. Funny friends, I am the funny one, so that's
Fair enough.
you're probably are on the funny ones. To be fair, family friends, I've definitely got family friends for sure. What else was there?
So you got the childhood friend, the
Yeah.
funny friend,
Yeah.
a loyal listener.
A loyal listener. To be fair, that's probably you as well. You always hear me out when I chat smack.
2 in 1. Oi. Plug. 2 in 1.
Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, I'd say I've got friends that do like I mean that quite often now with Zoe actually for a long like even now I could still probably chat to her about stuff like but like even before I knew Law like sort of I would chat to her as like a girl friend like I'd chat to Zoe.
How long have you known Zoe?
It's like longer than I've known Law.
That's
Have I never
no,
told you
I
about?
don't think so. I don't think we've
Is
gotten
it?
into it like properly.
So
Yeah.
right, this is quite interesting because
Oh,
you know you said about when you first met you brought a friend like
what when I first met Z?
yeah you brought your brother.
Yeah.
So when Zoe was with one of my mates, did the same thing. So Zoe brought her best friend at time law, and my mate brought me, because I was like the friend. So then, well, actually, I didn't meet Law straight off the bat. I met Zoe first. It sort of us two because it was one of there's a girl in college that put her on like put Zoe onto my mate sort of
Yeah.
thing. It's like friends of friends sort of deal.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I met Zoe a few times, and then, like I said, there was times where they wanted to meet, so then it'd be Laura and Zoe, and then me and my mate, and yeah, we sort of met through there. Laura was with some other guy at the time, actually, um, and yeah, I think I spoke to like Zoe about a lot of stuff because I had been going through a few things with girls and that
Mm.
one at the time, so she sort of helped me through that sort of thing. Um, and then yeah, so then I like at my mate's party, like there was a invite, but he got absolutely fucked. So I spent a bit of time with some of my friends, but like not all of not many of my friends come. So I didn't know many people there, and sort of knew his family a little bit, and bits wasn't like knew some of them. But I spent a lot of time, most of the time, just with Zoe. And then Law turned up a bit later with her fella, but obviously I didn't really bother with them, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously yeah, like when she broke up with her fella, sort of Zoe kind of put us together as such.
Damn.
Yeah, so
There we go. Keep it at its finest.
yeah,
And it's been you two ever since.
yeah, basically, yeah,
Damn. I respect that.
yeah. So like, yeah,
Nice.
it was a case of bring a friend because you like say maybe less awkward or no catfish, yeah, and bits and bobs. I mean, it couldn't have been a catfish because, like I say, it was one of my college friends that had put Zoe onto my friend, sort of thing.
Hmm.
But ironically, this was the girl I was chatting to at the time. Let's move on.
Okay. I got another.
Have you?
I got another like a fact you can say. I'm gonna butcher this, so bear with, right? So it's cap capacity limits, right? The anthropologist.
Anthropologist, yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, I think I butchered that terribly.
No, you got that.
Robin Dunbar
Fine.
suggests humans can maintain about 150 meaningful relationships, but this inner circle of close friends is much smaller, usually around 5 to 15 people.
Oh, so you can have a relationship with 150, let's say.
Yeah, so up to about 150 meaningful relationships, like friends or like, family friends and
Yeah, yeah.
this, that, this, that. But your inner circle is around 5 to 15 people.
This leads you onto a fantastic topic we can talk about. Might as well talk about now.
Go on.
I've spoke about it with many other people before. What do you consider a friend, and what do you consider like a best friend? Because for me, like I can meet someone a couple of times and say, yeah, he's my mate, he's my friend.
Hmm.
But like when I'm saying best friends, I'm meaning like you or like most of my school, like my close, yeah, the close ones, like the schoolmates and the college mates. They're like my best friends. Whereas like further out of the circle, I still call them friends. Like even if I've met them a few times, I call them friends.
Yeah.
Other side to this, law just says because the question is, how many friends do you have? And people people say this in a different way. So if I was to ask you how many friends do you have, how do you answer that?
If someone says to me, a handful. I've still got a handful of friends.
Mm. But then what the thing is, what do you class as a friend? Is then then is like the sort of part two to that question.
So what was the question? What would I?
So obviously the first question is how many friends do you have? Second part is like what do you class as a friend?
Someone that matches your energy.
Mm,
Someone that you can kind of share good and bad with,
mm,
like good moments, bad moments. Even if it means not so much now because like we're at the age now where we don't, but it could mean that you guys kind of have a debate on something, don't see eye to eye, then kind of get heat for a moment,
mm.
cool off, and then kind of
Carry on.
yeah carry on. But yeah, I mean a best friend sees you deeper than anyone else.
Mm.
A best friend will know shit that like no one else will ever kind of know.
So how many friends do you think you have, and how many best friends would you say you have?
Friends, I'd probably say a handful. Going back to my original answer, I've got a handful of friends. Can you have more than one best friend?
I think you can.
Cool, yeah. So I think I'll be so real. My circle now, I'd probably class as my best friends.
Mm.
Everyone else, I would consider like just friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is why I always like. I heard the question somewhere before, and this is why I always love asking it because even when this person asked it, you can ask two different people, and their perception on it's completely different. So my perception on it is, like I say, if I can go down a pub and have a drink with them, that's a friend. Like to me, like mates or like best mates, best friends, they're like my close circle, my day ones, my ones I'm really
you
good.
can bring him back to your house rather than
Yeah,
go to the pub.
yeah, and like ones that I can talk to about pretty much anything, and they won't really judge or they'll take the piss and we'll have a laugh about it. Or like you say, you might have a bit of awkward tension, but you still work through it. But like Law perceives it as she only has I don't know like five friends, for example, but she might have like one of those might be a best friend and the rest of them are just friends.
It's valid.
So she like I said I reckon I could easily have like 50 friends.
Yeah,
Like for me, if I was to put a number on it, I guess I have like 50 friends or something like that, you know. Whereas Law goes like, yeah, I've got like five. I'm like, but our perception of friends is a bit different. So like when obviously we're looking currently at we're booking um like a our bloody engagement thing. Oh,
wedding venue.
wedding venue. That's it. God, lost me train of thought. There. We've booked our wedding venue, and then we obviously been talking a lot about numbers because obviously it's a
That's
numbers game.
important.
Important.
That's stupid. You never really know. You never understand how important numbers are until you
Yeah.
plan something like that.
Yeah. That's exactly it. But so then we're looking at numbers and how many people to come, and then when we're looking at it, like she's like, "Oh, I don't really have many friends," and like you see her list, but then most of her list, most of them are my friends too. Not all of them, but most of them are my friends too. Whereas I've got a list, and my list is way bigger because I consider them friends. Like even people I've worked with, I consider them a
Yeah,
friend
yeah,
because I'm good with them.
yeah,
Yeah, not like really close best friends,
yeah.
but I'm still friends with them, you know. So that's like maybe something we can take to people listening and watching at home. How many friends do you have? And then part two, would you consider a friend and what do you consider a best friend?
Leave your thoughts down below. What you consider a best friend and a friend to be. We'd love to read all your comments.
I mean, I would love to, because that's why I say I love that question. It's one of my favorite questions to ask. And that's why when you said about it, spiked that question
No, that's fine.
off the cuff, because I was like, I love that question because no two person has the same perception of friends and friendship and best friends. That's why I love it. So thank you for
Oh, no, that's,
bringing that topic up.
no, it's all good.
That's quite intriguing. I actually really like that.
Nice. Any time. I'm hoping to bring up more interesting facts and stuff like that in the future episodes.
Yeah.
But I do have another question. Have you got any more points to
I've got like some bits, but you carry on.
you want to go?
You want me to
Yeah, go on.
go? So I was gonna say like what other events or tours or places do you want to go as our group?
Funny that was what I was
Is
just
that
about
what you
to
got?
ask.
Oh, snap!
God damn.
God damn.
So where else would I want to go as a tour as a group? Um, if I had to be selfish, I would probably pick somewhere that I would want to go,
Hmm.
but I've got to then be not mature, but I've got to kind of pick somewhere where everyone wants to go, kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? So if I had to selfishly choose, I'd say yeah, let's go to like America, for
Oh, I'm down.
example,
Oh, I'm
right?
so glad you said that. I'm down.
But if it was more like on the affordable side, where I know you and I are looking to move out, Zoe's got her like stuff going on,
Mm.
so I've because I'm the only single one in the group, I've got to think about
Single Pringle ready to mingle.
single. I've got to think about like you and Law looking to like further your future, and obviously now Zoe as well.
Mm.
So thinking about that, I'd probably then say we'll have to go somewhere like in Europe that no one's been to, like affordable and stuff like that. Where I don't know.
I think Europe's just so easy though because it's only a short plane journey, or you can drive to a lot of
Yeah,
them. it's pretty cheap and cheerful. We know where we stand with stuff, and there's so much to do.
I'll probably say Spain, maybe.
I was thinking Spain if we was to do Europe. Yeah,
See that?
yeah. Come on now, because if you go somewhere like Barcelona or Madrid, there's a lot to do there. Because
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I've been Madrid, and I want to go Barcelona. Me and Lon might go this year, hopefully.
What Barca?
Yeah, for like,
Like in 2026.
yeah, for like a long weekend. We'll see. We'll see.
Love that.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
So Spain, yeah, is pretty good. Um, like still decent place to go, warm, loads to do. I think going like cities, there's always you're gonna be fine.
Mm.
That's why we go to the main place. That's why we went Paris. That's why we're going Amsterdam. You go to like main places, there's plenty to do. Even if you're just doing a like long weekend, you've got enough to fill that long weekend.
Yeah.
If you obviously went for a week, we wouldn't have gone Amsterdam because there's not really enough to fill Amsterdam for a week. But it's one of them ones.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Would you, if you had to pick now,
Hmm.
where we would go as a group, where you choosing? And if you had to,
If it's like no restrictions, I'd say us going to America would be fucking sick.
that'd be
I
class.
think because I mean I've always wanted to go to America anyway, but I think us not going to America would be like nuts. That'd be like sort of the peak, the ultimate as such. Yeah, so I'd say,
Yeah.
but like I'm always happy to go anywhere. Like
Yeah,
with a group, like some things are better experienced as a group than like an individual or a couple or a family or something.
yeah, not here.
Like you have different things you do or see, and that. Like say for my family holiday, I'm going this year, and I've been to like Greece. I love going Greece with them, but would us lot going there work? I can't really see it being the same thing because like Greece for me, like you're going like 3 4 hours on a plane. I feel like you need to be there at least a week minimum.
Mm.
Ideally, like 10 days to 2 weeks. And I feel like that wouldn't be something we'd do as a group. Whereas I think our long weekends away is where it's better. So then that's why I feel like going somewhere in Europe is just so much easier because you don't waste loads of time just trying to travel there. I know Greece is Europe as well, but I don't mean like maybe not go so further afield
Yeah,
because it eats into your travel time. If you're only doing a long weekend, you waste like a lot of your holiday just trying to travel there.
yeah,
So,
it's not ideal.
but like obviously if we did America, I feel like we've got to do that properly and do that. Like I think we done a road trip kind of in this country. I think road trip America.
I would love to do the Route 66 as a group.
No, yeah, come on now.
Oh, that'd be so
Like
nuts.
something like that, I think is better experience as a group than it is just a couple, maybe.
Yeah, no, you have, bro. That's got to go in the group chat at some point.
Because you think like, say me and Law have a disagreement on this journey in America, like that's a long day. Whereas when it's like a group of us,
You can just kind of switch the vibes.
yeah, you switch vibes and you got more people to bounce off of. Like we might have not a lot to talk about, so then it makes a longer journey. Whereas when there's like four of you plus, it's just so much easier to bounce off and conversate and
Oh, 100%. No, I definitely.
yeah. I think America, like you say,
Nice. No, well, I guess we have to.
nudging the group chat. Maybe let's see how Amsterdam goes. Then we'll decide from there.
Yeah, because I guess we haven't been abroad together. Like,
No, it's the first time all four of us are going abroad.
yeah, maybe we should wait until after.
Well, we can't cuss out. We have got actually five going this year.
We've got a newcomer.
Newcomer,
We have some someone special.
someone special.
No, I'm still single.
It's not his special
It's
art.
not my special.
Yeah, there. We'll get one day. It'll be a sixsome.
That would be nuts if it turned into six.
It will though, because when you get someone, then
Yeah, but
it'll be natural order.
no, I'm in the stubborn stage of my life where I don't want to. Right now, my main focus is this podcast.
Yeah, but that's fine having having like a focus. But if something happens, you don't just go, "Oh, sorry, love, I've got a podcast. I can't."
No, no, right now, literally, I promise you, if it came to it, and I started, and I was like, listen, sorry, love, like right now, absolutely not, can't do it.
Each their own, but no, I think you should
Yeah.
be pretty open to just allowing something like that if it happens. If
We can definitely save that for another.
if it happens naturally, I think that's the best form.
No, because we can definitely say, we should save that for another.
Do you want me to write it down on the notepad?
We should save that for another episode. I feel like 'cause that's a long conversation. What's around that? Have we got anything else? I think we've.
Oh, is there anything activities you want to do as a group or like any
Oh,
events or anything?
that's a good one. Any events? Wow. Any events as a group or anything? I do. I do want to try and go away at least once a year, but obviously with me being single, I've got to, like going back to the whole I think about Law, Zoe and her significant other. Because I'm single, I can't.
Yeah, but then you don't necessarily have to like think of us like we still always happy to go as friends group and like we're still spending time together, so we still enjoy doing it. Well, that's from
100%.
mine and your side
But
anyway.
then I'm I like to think about like you guys want to further your future going back to all that. So like obviously buying a house is expensive.
Mm.
So if I said to you guys, "Oh, do you want to go away to here?" and you're like, "We could, but we're putting money away for a house," I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, but we make things work. Like, there's always pots for everything. There's a
That's
pot for
true.
like travel. There's a pot for like house. You know,
Yeah, that is very true.
if you want something, you make it work.
That is very true. So maybe I won't hold off in terms of ideas. I'll definitely put it in the group. I do. I think I do want to go to London soon because we went to London a few months back.
Well, technically, we went when we went to the football match, but we didn't
No,
explore London
yeah.
as such.
So the last time we went was like probably the start of the year.
I think maybe we go for some food spots because we've never really done proper food spots in London.
Put some money away and try different foods. So
Yeah,
down.
we because we've only really done like we just if we go to London, we just grab a bit of food from somewhere we know.
Yeah,
Whereas I think we should do some more of these cooler food spots like we've done in Manny and that.
I'm so down. We have to make a list on that.
Hmm.
100%.
But yeah, that I just thought something I saw the other day is um like this guy is like, oh, buy an expensive car which you struggle to afford because it makes you work and you're like, right, I have to work hard because I
Yeah.
need to pay for this car. It's like that reminded me because of we were saying about making it work.
Mm.
If you set yourself like if you have that thing, I mean, if he wants to buy that expensive car, he has the money to do it, and he's like, yeah, then work. I mean, the thing is, you make things work, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. It's just whatever you kind of prioritize. 100%. So that's totally fair enough. So do I have any? I don't have any places yet. Something might come up in the next couple of weeks, and I might put it in the group chat. But right now, there's nowhere specific. Maybe definitely abroad anywhere. Like just get out of the country, like just explore.
Mm,
But yeah, nowhere specific at the moment.
fair enough,
Yeah.
but no particular events or anything as such.
Events wise, probably. If I'm, is there any events happening this year? The rest of this year? I don't think so.
Not that we got plans.
The Sidemen Train Match would be a good one to go. That'll be a good one to go back to next year. But if there is any,
I think like if we went to some sort of concert.
I've never. Do you know what I want to do? I want to do a comedy show. I've never. You've never. You've done a concert?
I've done concerts, but I've never been to a comedy show.
I've never done a concert.
Yeah, so you're missing
That's
out.
what I'm saying.
You need to do that.
Oh,
I
it's
think so the second time we went to watch KSI live in concert, we went as like a big group, and that was vibes, bruv.
was it nice?
Yeah, because we went up. Even because I think I've touched on it before. We went up once, and then it got cancelled like when we were like 45 minutes away. But we just made a like a weekend out of it. We went shopping. We went had like a meal out and bits and bobs.
That is a fucking
Yeah, but like even the second time when we properly went up, it was still vibes because we went up like we enjoyed the concert. We went out for food, we went out for drinks, and we all not everyone. I don't think everyone was drinking, but that's the thing. We were still having vibes, even if everyone was drinking or they weren't. Like we were still having a fucking laugh. Like it was just a good time. Like it's one of my good memories I have because it was just so much fun because it's just a group of you pissing about. And even when we had the concert, we were all like together, we were enjoying it. We're just enjoying the tunes and that. So
To be fair, I lied. You said, is there any events? Law messaged me, I think, like a week and a half ago and was like, oh, me and Daryl are looking to, I've just added your name, I'm so sorry.
who the fuck's Daryl?
Fuck, I'm in Big Dazza.
I don't know who Daryl is.
She was like, yeah, me and Big Dazza are looking to go to Capital One, the
Oh
Capital
yeah,
Summertime Ball thing.
Capital Summertime
That's
Ball
it,
because
yeah.
we've been to the Jingle Bell Ball, just two of us. We've been to Jingle Bell Ball the other year, but yeah, we was on about Summertime Ball. Yeah,
Yeah, so, and do you know what? I'll be so real. When she messaged me that, and I was like, I'm so down. Yeah, that's fine. She goes, it's on a Saturday. I was like, it's fine. I'll make it. I'll make it work. Right. I'll see what I can do. But then I felt really awkward
Why?
because again, going back to like
Um,
me
fucking
being
third wheeling.
not even third wheeling. I just don't want to like when you see some like couples and they have a friend like that friend will just be a latch on. I never want to like be that to you guys because I know you got your own lives to live and this that, and the other, and I don't want to get in the way. But like when she asked me, I was like, yeah, Then I was like, oh, would that be? Am I just? I don't want to be. Yeah. So
Can I tell you from my side of things though?
cool.
Being in the couple, I'm more like, are we with Lucas or when we're out, four of us, I'm like, even like obviously you're not with Zoe, but like, even when it's four of us, I'm like, I don't want to be like stupidly coupley in front of you because I just think that's peak. Like if I was the single person third wheeling, I would find that bare awkward and almost like in your face sort of thing if they're like all over each other all the time. I'm not very PDA kind of person. I find it awkward, like because I think in my mind, I think watching people like PDA in public, it's like yeah, it
Vava.
fringes me out.
Get a fucking room.
Like I hold her hand, yeah, and like I'll do the odd sort of hug or kiss here and there, but like I'm not like there in public snogging a face off. Do you know what I mean? I find it, I'd feel awkward if I was doing it, but I feel awkward seeing it as well.
Yeah.
So from my point of view as the person in the couple is, I would never be like putting you sort of in an awkward position because I feel like I always do things what I think how I'd be if I was on the other side of things. I'm quite sort of on the fence with that sort of thing. So like even when we're going Amsterdam, like we are right now,
Yeah.
um, it's obviously two couples and you. So I said to Laura, like, look, you know, Luke's is ones, but like we both said we're gonna make sure you're like included in everything.
Which I appreciate because I know
Yeah.
some couples are like you say, over the top.
But the thing is, me and Law see each other a lot, and we have plenty of time to be just us two and coupley. So having a bit of time when we're all out, it doesn't affect us. It doesn't change us. It doesn't make us different. We don't have to act different,
No,
really. Because, like I say, I'm not a very PDA person as it is anyway, even when it's just us two.
no,
So
that's fair.
that's me saying, like, don't sort of worry. Like, if if we've or if Law's invited you something, if I've invited you something, it's because we've probably spoke about be cool because Law said about you've always wanted to go like concert and she said that you wanted to see certain people, so it was like let's invite and sort of thing. So we've already spoke about it, so then we want you there. Like if one of us individually are inviting you, that means we already spoke about it. We want you there.
That's so valid. I appreciate it.
No, that's all right. That's what I thought. I just put my side of
Yeah, no.
things out there. Oh my god, someone trying to break in.
What are these? Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I just wanted to, well, I should have spoken to this off camera, but it is what it is. We're not going to hide anything from the viewers.
Doesn't matter.
I think that might be everything.
Oh, I've got a few bits.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on
Come on
now.
now.
I
Come on
can't
now.
exclude your list.
No, I know, but
Talk to me, brother.
no, saying about Laura, she was putting makeup on the other day. She doesn't usually do makeup. She's not really
I feel like
strong makeup.
I don't. This is just me. I don't feel like she's the makeup type.
So it's funny. She used to wear makeup all the time. Like so, when I first met her, she was like caked in it. Then I think she was like, I think when she met me, she sort of felt a bit more comfortable because she was sort of with me. But she was also saying like a lot of it was like wasn't really good for her skin. Like she kind of felt like she's trying to cover her skin up, but it was actually the makeup was kind of making it worse anyway. So her skin was better off when she didn't have it. So yeah, she was doing her eyebrows the other day, and I said they're a bit high, aren't they? And then she looked surprised. She turned to me and looked surprised.
I hope that you best not get yourself in trouble. Okay.
Yeah, I was only joking.
Did you say it to her?
No, it was a joke. It was a joke.
I was gonna say, you better watch yourself. You've been in the doghouse. Yeah.
Imagine, like, if I just said, just say, your eyebrows a bit high, love. Turns around,
You're playing fire.
surprised. No, she doesn't really do makeup much anymore.
Eyebrows, all right. Does she do like?
No,
Does she
no,
these things? No.
no.
Oh, nice. Fine.
That's waking you up.
Oh, fine. This guy's always pulling my leg. Yeah.
Right. Would you rather's?
Yeah, I'm down. I need to fucking do some I feel. Oh, I need to get some would you rathers. I always forget to do them, but I feel like I think that's just our thing now. You do the would you rathers, I do the facts.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just put in would you rather's
From
anyway,
day one,
so
yeah,
where
yeah. I guess I've got to keep.
whether you get some or not, you might find something you're like, oh, I want to do that. If ever you find something, just bring it to the table,
Come
bring it
on,
to the
I
podcast.
shall.
But the thing is, what's annoying, I think that's why I fumbled my words or sort of forgot what I was going to say a couple of times. As you've been sitting here, I forgot. There's two things I forgot that I was going to bring and I didn't. But I'm not going to say it because I don't want to like. I want to sort of see your reaction
Okay, I
or
got you.
sort of include it. Sorry,
Okay.
so it's annoying I forgot those two things, but they will come soon. Come soon.
Yeah, soon come, soon come.
One was actually more of a private thing off camera,
Oh, damn.
but
Okay.
like I said, I bloody forgot to bring it. And then the other thing was something I was going to have to camera, but yeah,
Oh, soon come.
I'm so annoyed.
I
But
look forward to it.
we'll see that
Oh,
in
100%.
due course in potentially 3 episodes time because we got another two more to record after this.
Yeah.
So for the viewers at home, it's going to be like I have to wait a while for what it actually is. But oh well, it's nothing major. It's just little.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. Right. Would you rather
Yep.
always have slow internet or always get stuck at every red light you get to? Like every traffic light you get to, you get stuck at a red light.
You saying that, I literally have experienced stopping at every single red light.
I feel like we all have. It's always when you're in a rush as well, isn't it?
Yeah, or like you just don't expect it, and you're like, okay, one, cool, two, second one, I'll allow three, and I'm like, this
You're
is
taking a piss.
literally. Um, I would rather, because this is our job, I would rather stop at every red light because
Mm.
my mind over the last couple of years has changed so much. Whenever I see something online, like it just sticks. So I remember seeing this video, and this guy was like, multiple videos of like different people, but they've all said like just appreciate life more. Like when you're in traffic, turn up the volume. Just don't peep and horn and try and overtake. Like just enjoy that because you know there's gonna be a point where we can't drive, right? So like,
Scary.
yeah, right. I don't deep dive too much, but like
Mm.
when they said that, I'm like, okay, cool. So I'd rather be stuck at every red light because then what I've noticed that when I sit at a red light and I kind of look around, I'm like, no, I've never seen that before. What is that? Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, okay. That could be something for like my content, or I could use that for something, or I could
Yeah.
come back and, you know what I mean? So, stuck at a red light.
That's a good way to think of it. I have the same answer, but I come to different reasoning to get to that answer though.
Okay.
Because I've sort of thought slow internet's jarring. Like say, what a lot what we do, it just helps. I know people used to have bad internet, but this day and age, you need the quick internet
Yeah.
for the stuff you do. And we live such a fast-paced life. You need that quick internet. Whereas I sort of thought of it of if you get stuck at every red light, if you know you're going to, you just allow yourself more time. Like say I don't know, like it took me. Well, I thought it's going to take me 45 minutes to get here from when I leave. It actually took me less. So then you just think, oh, if it's going to take me 45 minutes, I'll leave an extra 10, 15 minutes, whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice, nice.
They might think, oh, you're wasting time. But if you know
Mm.
you're getting stuck every red line,
Plan ahead.
just plan ahead.
Nice.
That's what that's what you should do. Like, if you're going to an interview, you don't just look up the time and go, yeah, okay, I do that. You allow a bit more time because you
Yeah.
don't know what's going to happen on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, we were when we were going to watch Paddington yesterday as we were recording this. Um, we were going down the road, and then the road was closed because there had been an accident. Police had closed it, so we had to take a slight detour. It wasn't massive,
Mm.
but it's still a few extra seconds,
Yeah.
couple minutes, whatever, a bit longer.
Mm.
So if you're in a rush, that's going to trigger you a lot more. Like whenever you're rushing to get somewhere, something like that will really trigger you, and you notice it a lot more. That's why I feel like you notice the red lights a lot more when you're in a rush, whereas you probably get stuck at the same, if not more, red lights when you're not in a rush. But because you're not in a rush, you don't really care, you don't notice it.
Mm.
Realistically, red lights, you're not really there that long. A minute or two, maybe push. Some some traffic lights are quick though, so you're only there for like.
Yeah, true. But I think the worst red lights to be stuck at are roadworks. Those things, and there's been some outside my work since I started working at that site, like end of last year. They're still there,
Mm.
but they just keep changing on where they sit.
Oh, where it is, yeah.
Brother, it is so annoying. I'm like, are they going to change? And I feel like I'm like, right, okay, I'm going to give it 3 more seconds, and if not, I'm going to go. And they always change.
Yeah, typical.
Like, I
Yeah,
anticipate. I'm like,
I think yeah, because them ones seem to work a lot less, or you just don't know the timing of them and bits and bobs like that, isn't it? Like there's actually been times like that before where I've been sat ages at a temporary works
mm,
traffic lights. I don't know if it's a if I'm going to be outing myself for breaking any laws here, but
TV jumps in.
yeah.
I
So
haven't.
hear me out.
No, I have all the
That's
time,
fine.
all the time,
So
because I know they ain't got cameras
these man, hear me out. Yeah, they ain't got cameras, and if obviously there's no police around, it's fine. But I've been sat at this red light, I kid you not, for like probably like 5 minutes, which is a long time for a red light.
for red light. That's stupidly long.
Stupid. Like, and I can, but it's temporary traffic like that. Usually, unless they're like, oh, it's a two or three, four-way thing, like there's turnings you can't
Mm.
see. It was literally one half of the road was closed. I can see the other end because
Yeah,
it wasn't even that far. I'm like, this is taking a piss. Went straight through it. The other light's still red as well, so they're fucking broken. I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
you can't expect me to like not break the law because otherwise I've been sat there all day, not moving until someone comes and fix. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'll bleep that out. But you know what I mean? Like,
I get it though. I get it.
someone, I can't be waiting for some muppet to come fix it. Like, I'm not wasting my whole life being sat there. So I do that. Sorry, I spilled out
No, no, that's fine. Um,
there.
that just came out of nowhere.
Sorry.
No, I get it though. Because to be fair, like the lights on my work, I've jumped like I know they haven't got cameras. I hope to God they haven't got cameras, but
But those tend to not
yeah.
do the.
So, like you said, you can see the other side. So when I'm finished from work or whatever, and I'm like, I don't want to sit here for much longer. Like, I just kind of, yeah. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Gotta do what you do. But like, because the
Just
trouble is, there's. Sorry.
don't jump. If, I'm not saying you should. I don't condone jumping red lights, but if you do, don't jump the red light cameras. You'll be absolutely
Yeah,
bollocks.
it's like Reading, I know is terrible for that. Like they got a lot of cameras in there, so I would always make sure because we all do it. Like the lights just changing up, you speed up
Yeah,
and go through. Do
we've
you know
all
what I mean?
been there, and what in the area, in your area, you know how the lights work, and you know
Mhm.
which ones have cameras and not. So
My town doesn't really have it. I don't think mine has any lights anywhere, like any
red light
cameras on the
cameras. Oh,
lights,
okay.
anywhere. That because I've never seen them, but I know bigger cities do, and like I know Reading does. Whenever I go on there, I know they've got quite a few. I know where some of them are, but I don't know necessarily where all of them are. But I know where quite a few of them are. But just because I know there is some in there, I just don't risk it. Like
Yeah,
if I see it changing, I'm like, right, I'm stopping
yeah,
because I don't know what the delay is, and I'm not. It's just not worth risking it.
yeah. That's
So
so valid.
I don't even bother. But like, there's temporary roadworks up my road which have been there for months and will continue to be for months because they are basically there's a whole new. But there used to be a farm to the left, and they're doing a whole new build, new house. It's gonna be absolute awful when it's done.
Yeah,
The
chaotic.
traffic's chaos as it is, and like you're adding all this lot onto there and not improving the road, like not
Mm.
making it like a dual carriageway. It's gonna be fucking terrible. Like I'm glad I'll move away. Oh, I
Mm.
probably will move away from there because it's gonna be absolute
Nice.
ass. Because trying to pull out from my road is bad enough as it is,
Oh, imagine when that.
and then you get stuck at the roundabout at the top. And, oh, yeah, it's just shit. So
Oh,
but there's temporary traffic lights up there
oh,
and
brilliant.
been there for months. But that's a freeway and it's on a hill, so yeah, you can't see. So there's no point even trying to risk
Mm.
jumping it because you will crash probably.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
But yeah, I think they're the ones you can get away with jumping more if you can see it. When it's like a temporary roadworks one, you can see it.
Mm.
There's no cameras on it. Like not condone it, but if something if it's taken a while to jump, I've actually gone to lengths. I've been behind someone, I've just gone round them,
Have you?
but
I've been
because I've been
tempted.
sat there for that
Yeah.
long, and like, I think it might have been the same light, ironically, or it's in the same place. I'm like,
Mm.
this is having an absolute field day. This light.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. I'm
Yeah.
sure I overtook. I don't. I think they just still sat there for a while, and then I think they gave up as well. But I looked in the mirror and they were still sat there. They're probably like, what the fuck is this dickhead doing? I'm
Mm.
like, mate, you can wait there all your life. I ain't fucking. I got stuff to do. You know what I mean?
That's so valid.
But that's what. Yeah, that's why I think you just leave extra time. But I really like your reasoning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
because when you're a passenger, you notice a lot more.
Mm.
I find like if you're in a passenger, you do the same route. And like, oh, I didn't never seen that
Yeah.
before. Like,
Yeah.
so I totally get what you're saying. So
Mm.
I actually really like your thinking. Yours is clever.
Fair. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Back to this.
Would you rather? Numero dos.
I think I'm gonna know the answer for this. Uh,
Well, my answer.
yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. I think most people will go with this, but I feel like for previous things you said about, I think I know the answer.
Oh.
Would you rather jump off a cliff with knowing there's a 50% chance that your parachute's going to work, or would you rather be in the sea with a great white shark but no cage or safety equipment?
Get me that parachute. No. Get me that parachute. I'm never setting foot in the ocean. I promise you. If we go as a tour, as a group, and
You'll
there's
be on
ocean
the beach.
involved, but I'm not setting foot near the water.
That's fine because you can look after our
I
stuff
will.
while
I'll
we
look
go
after everyone's stuff. I'll just catch my tan because there's no way. You best believe
in.
I'm never getting in the water. You fucking. I need.
See, I knew this. I knew that for that reason.
But you know, swimming pools actually terrify me as well now.
Really? But swimming pool ain't going nowhere, bro.
I know, but like
You've lost your confidence, bruv. We need to build it up.
please, because when I get into like swimming pools abroad,
Mm,
when I look under with goggles, because that's what I love doing in
mm.
swimming pools.
It's
I
good
know
fun.
I love going under
Watch
and
people.
yeah, and I just feel like there's a shark in them. I feel I can jump out and just.
Which is not going to, is it? As a pool.
But it's fun. It's crazy, honestly. Like
No,
my experience
we
been
got to get
really
your
good.
confidence up because the thing is, like, if we go to something like that that's going to have a pool, you need to get in there because if we're going in a pool, I think that would be sick. A villa.
Yeah,
If we,
villas are
we were
nice.
talking about what to do, a villa, especially when you've got another half, there'll be six of us going 6 ways on the villa. It makes it
Yeah, cheaper.
yeah, it actually makes it reasonable because a villa on like one or two people expensive unless you got money. A villa between 6 people actually reasonable.
Yeah,
Probably some regards cheaper than normal places
mm,
in some regards because you pay for that price and you split.
yeah.
So I think that would be on the list to do
What
list.
would you do?
Well, out of them two,
Yeah,
well, it's got to be jump off a cliff because to me, if you're with a great white, no safety cage, 100% chance of dying, right? Like a great white, they're brutal. They will just kill. They have no reason to like try and keep me alive.
is it not when you like smack the nose? They kind of like
Fuck off,
yeah,
yeah. So yeah, you have a chance to survive, but
mm,
like,
it's next to nothing.
but apparently they only go. Some people say they only go for you if they can smell blood. So if you're not bleeding, technically, but I don't know. I feel like great whites have purposely attacked stuff and people. But then, what was the fact? There was like the chance of you getting like killed by a great white is like a lot less than something that's a lot more common. I don't know what it is. Like, I think you're more likely to be in a car crash than to be eaten by a great white or
That's
something like
the
that.
statistics
Some,
is mad.
yeah, something like it's some sort of stat like that. So I think they're basically because I'm pretty sure I've heard people say that yeah, you can be by a great white and it's not necessarily going to eat you. Yeah, I think it only has to be. I don't know if it has to be hungry or smell blood or something. Because the original thing of Nemo is until they smelled the blood, they
Mm.
wouldn't. I don't know how true any of that is, so I don't really know. But to me, I'll be so scared. I think the chances of you is a lot higher dying. Like maybe not 100% of you chance you're going to die to a great white, but a lot higher than 50%. Because the thing is, this is only 50% your parachute works. People have survived jumping out of a plane and the parachute not working.
Yeah, crazy.
Been lucky and been injured, but still not
Mm.
died. So I think you've got to take that because
Mm.
you're basically saying you're near enough saying, do you want to die or do you not? or do you want a chance of living or do you want to die? That's to me in my mind.
What about? Oh, that's crazy. That
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, that's
I don't
nuts.
know. Like I could be wrong. Like people, you can tell me in the comments a bit more on the Great White
Yeah, drop any facts.
yeah, if you know any facts, like it, will a shark actually eat us? What reasoning does it need to eat us? Bits and bobs you can tell us, but yeah, because I
Yeah,
don't know for sure. But uh, that's why I thought the answer's pretty
yeah,
obvious. But I was like, maybe there's a bit more T's and C's to it.
yeah.
Right, last one I've got.
Numero tres.
Would you always smell bad breath? So like everyone you talk to, they always to you they have bad breath, or would you rather everyone that smells your breath thinks you've got bad breath?
Oh, I'd rather smell everyone's. Well, I get really self-conscious about that. I'd rather
I
smell
do.
everyone's bad breath.
I do. Quite often I will just chuck some gum in or something, 'cause
Mm,
thinking my breath might be bad.
yeah.
Especially if you're eating something, sometimes you're like, I hope my breath, like especially like
Mm.
garlic or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I avoid. Do you like egg mayonnaise? Do you like eggs?
yeah,
Egg mayonnaise?
yeah.
When my mum makes it, okay, something is that something else,
Thank you.
and she'll put onions in it. And then when I take it to work and I eat it, and all I can taste on my breath is onion,
So you think you probably smell that?
and my job is like stupidly customer facing, right?
Sorry, I've got a suspect spam call.
Oh, I was gonna say if it's important, do you want to pick it up? Is it?
Absolutely not. I get that so many times. My phone actually tells me it's suspect spam. It knows because I get called by most random people.
What was
Flipping
it
me.
like? Are we here, Drew? Like in an injury?
Most of the time, yeah, it's they're saying about your stocks or shares or something like.
Oh, that's
No, I
disgusting.
ain't got it. And like, oh, your name's Daryl, innit? I was like, yeah, and I'm like, you must have got wrong number. It's like, no, we got the right number because this is your. Then they try and list my email. I'm like, I don't know where you got this from, but this same, I ain't done nothing like this. I don't know where you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're on about. But I've had missed calls from like mobile numbers. Usually, when it's a scam call, it's 0333 number. That's like a scam call. I've had phone calls from like mobile numbers. I missed a call and I text them back saying, "Oh, sorry, I missed a call. What's up?" And they're like, "I didn't call you." I'm like, "We fucking did." Turns out I'm actually talking to random Dom, and then what they do is they nick the person's number. Don't know how they do it, but they use someone's mobile number, and they so when they ring you, you can't call them back because you're just talking to a normal Don, and they can't be traced.
What?
Yeah, it's jammy as fuck. I
It's
know.
drafty
Oh, I know.
things.
I bloody hate it. So I actually got I don't know if I still got it. I had a list on my phone of just random shit to just answer.
Oh, and it's
Like,
kind of like tell 'em.
yeah, so like gonna try and think of one of the ones now. Like I go, oh, hello, you've reached Karen's chicken shop. We got finger licking thighs and big breasts or something like that. Like, what can I do you for today? I can't remember. I'm butchering it, but I got some like
Yeah.
stupid things like that.
What do they come back with normally?
They usually just end the call.
Oh, fair enough.
That just gets them cleared up. But the thing is, because I'm like, I got like I had just a customer calling me the other day for a valet, and applying to jobs and that. I can't do that at the moment because I don't know if I answer it like that, and it's like someone for a job. It's like instantly, no, you not got a job then, have you? So it's like I can't do it anymore at the moment because I just don't know,
Yeah, that would not be ideal with.
or I just answer it, wait to see what they say, and then say it.
Yeah,
I feel like I lose the touch maybe, but
smart though.
yeah. So sometimes I play into it, or like another thing I quite often do is like I pretend I'm going through um like a tunnel, saying I'm like I can't hear you. I'm like shouting, and I go
Oh
like I
yeah, and you
literally do
let the
that,
bit baby like, sorry love,
and then
I'm
end
trying to
it.
get up. Yeah,
I'm
I
like
love that.
they probably know, but I'm like I don't give a fuck. It's just an excuse. Or sometimes you just got to tell them where to go. And I think one time I got peeved off it because I had it was like the third call of the day, and I was obviously expecting calls from other people. Third time they got me because I think it seems like if you answer it once, they'll do it again. So it's like the third. I think it's third time that day, or within quite a short space of time. And I said, "Look, take my number off your workers. I don't know why I got it. I said, otherwise I'm going to take your number down. I'm going to report you." And it stopped for a while, and then for whatever reason, it's recently started again, and like pissing
On
me off.
my phone, I've got a setting where, like, unless you have my number saved, you can't get through to me. It'll go straight to voicemail. Yeah,
I didn't know that thing.
yeah,
That's quite good.
yeah.
But again, I can't do that because of the valet inside of it. But yeah, otherwise,
That's why, like, when eventually when I start mine, I've got on the like flyers and they're like just text only kind of thing, like WhatsApp.
that's why you said about text only. That's good. Right. Anyway, after rudely being interrupted by a spam call, let's go back to the answer. Do you remember the question? Would you rather smell everyone's breath and
Oh,
it smells very
I would rather smell everyone's bad breath because I'm not having bad breath.
The thing is, I can't out anyone because I don't know who, but I know I've smelled people's bad breath before, and you just kind of like don't take much. You kind of think about it, you can't get off your mind. But you kind of just, you know,
It's just
try and just like sort of like take a maybe step back. It's where you take a step back and they take a step forward. Like, fuck off, because the thing is, like the other way is saying you don't know you have bad breath, but everyone your breath might be fine, yeah, but like everyone that smells your breath thinks it's bad. Now, this is leads me on to another point of if someone has bad breath, would you tell them?
yeah.
You would. You say your breath is
Like, listen, brother, your
rotted.
breath stink.
You
Get some
stink.
breath
Get
mint.
some mince, bruv.
But I feel like I would want someone to tell me. So if I expect that from someone else, I would want to tell them straight away.
Yeah, I get that because like I said something about that earlier about if I think I'm in that position, how would I want to be? So I do get that, but I'm like, because I always the reason I don't ever say it is I'm like, does that make it awkward? Are people going to get funny about it if I say your breath's nuts? I
Right.
suppose if you word it nicely, they might.
But like, if you smell like BO, would you want someone to tell you like, bruv, you like stink a little bit? Like, come on now. No.
I feel like that's the thing. I think if someone says I got bad breath, I feel really embarrassed. Whereas if someone says, "Oh, you stink a bit," I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'll spray up," sort of thing.
Mm.
That's the way I sort of stand on it. I feel like breath's more awkward. I'm always stressed about my breath, like you said.
I think I've gotten to the point now where like, if someone said to me, "Oh, you got bad breath," I'll just shake off and be like, "Oh, you got a breath mint or anything?" Oh, no, what? No, it's fine. I'll just go and sort myself out.
Yeah,
Thanks for telling me, kind of thing.
yeah, you got chewing gum and something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've just given up caring. Like, appreciate it. I got sort out. Like,
Thanks for feedback. I suppose in this day and age, we should be open and honest, and people shouldn't be so like so much of a snowflake and actually like you know, if people like, oh, you got bad breath, like taking the piss, yeah, it is embarrassing, feels awkward, but they're kind of low key giving you feedback because they don't want you to go around and be like that. They want you to sort of feel better in yourself, and maybe it's a bit better for other circumstances and that. So,
or
yeah.
maybe pull them to one side and tell them rather than in front of everyone.
Oh yeah, if don't do it in front of everyone, that's
I'd probably
madness.
do that to be fair. I'd like
Do you want to win?
just tell them.
But it's like before, like so, I sometimes I carry like gum in my car, say, and I've got some at home. And like sometimes I just whip one out and like I'd go slow, oh, do you want one? Oh, got bad breath or something. I to be fair, I've done that as well. You're like, oh, does my breath stink or something? I'm like, no, it's just because I got it out. I'm like, oh, do you want some sort of thing?
It's fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, that could be low key a way of nicely trying to say it, I suppose. You could do that. I've never done that. I've never like experienced that. But like I say, I have smelt bad breath and you just come up, Jesus, like. But as long as you don't stand too close, you can't necessarily smell it. Whereas,
That's why I keep my distance.
yeah, it's a good idea. That's why you always over there.
But like, yeah,
Where's the mince?
don't. There's someone I know. I'm not gonna go into too much.
Houghton.
Huh?
That's it. I didn't say Houghton.
Oh. Um. And you know when you get those people who just stand,
Oh, like in your face, like in your grill.
and sometimes I'll take a step back and like they'll come towards me and I'm like,
Do you know what that jars me more when you take a step and they take a step and like I literally took a step for a reason, you dickhead.
but then I don't say anything. I'm like, I'll just carry on the conversation. Like I know they mean no harm. I'm like,
Yeah, they don't mean it harm. They feel like they need to be
yeah,
close, but
which is fair enough.
mate, there's personal bubbles here. Like,
Yeah.
get out my bubbles.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not the one to be like, my personal bubble, but like, there's a point where I'm like, okay, let me just take And when and I'm just like,
Yeah, you can't get away from me. Like, start running away, and it's like running after you.
let's suck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, I had that sort of experience in a way in my car the other day. Like, I always leave a big gap whenever I come to like a stop.
Really?
Yeah, because I nearly got involved in an incident where there was like a multi-car pileup. There's about 5 cars involved, and I was the car in front of the last car that got hit. But I leave a big gap so that if something like that happens, I can pull
You've got
into it, and I've got room to react. That's what it is, room to react.
nice.
People at home, a lot of you, if you don't already, you should take this up because this is how multi-car pilots happen. Because we all sit, well, we don't, because I don't, but you
I do.
lot all sit too close and bumper
I'll let you do that.
to avoid you. You might still get hit in the rear, but to avoid you getting hit twice and someone claiming off your insurance and getting your front and your rear end damaged, just leave a gap. It's not hard. It doesn't affect anything. Leave a gap. Like I nearly found it out the hard way. What are you doing? You right there? It's just catching me out. What are you
There's something on my mic. It's pissing me off. Sorry.
doing? But yeah, so just leave a gap because you never know when it might save you from being involved in something. Like say the car behind me got hit. I heard a screech and I hear I'm like I look in my mirror and then you hear bang 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 and I got room to move. I move forward. Car behind me gets hit. 5 cars all got hit. I managed to avoid it because I had room to react.
When was this?
Oh, this was going to this. This is where it gets a bit stupid. It's going to a car show, and it was in this group. We were doing like we met someone. We were doing a drive to the show.
Yeah.
So like these cars going to the show, and they're already smashed before they got to the show.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should start doing that. And you should always sit with your handbrake on as well. Like my instructor told me years ago when driving, you should always like if you're traffic lights or whatever, and that happens,
Mm.
if your handbrake's off and you've got your foot on the brake,
Mm.
you are gonna like fly. Because
Yeah,
if your
because
handbrake's on, you're
you're
only
more
gonna
like
go,
less. Yeah, you
yeah,
get not because the thing is, if you get hit and your foot, because I always sit with my predominantly I sit on my foot on my brake
yeah,
most of the time. If
yeah,
you know it's going to be like a short
mm,
stop, or if it's start stop traffic, I sit with my foot on the brake because then I know I can quickly move over.
mm,
But like say, if someone hits you, your foot might accidentally come off,
yeah,
or you're not haven't got as much pressure as the handbrake. So I do think that's a good idea, the handbrake situation.
100%.
However, if you need to move off, it's probably you got more time to like take your handbrake off. Whereas if you're on the brake, if you've got the room to move, you can quickly just jump over and accelerate and move out of the
Yeah.
way. But yeah, so I coming down where those same bloody roadworks are down on Poxy Road, I left this big gap, as I do, and this car, Range Rover, fucking always a big fucking car. But then to be fair, all the cars on the road now are fucking big. It's so
You
jarring.
should go, but when we go to America at some point, they're
They're fat.
huge.
But they got the room for it though. But yeah, so this Range Rover comes up behind me, basically parks in my boot. I'm like, mate, if you want to see what's in my boot, just ask me. Don't fucking park in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so anyway, he's got a tall car. His car's taller than mine. Mine's a lowered car. His car's taller than mine. He can see surely over my car, through my car, whatever. The traffic's not moving. I move forward a little bit to give me the gap. What does he do? Comes moves forward with me. So I instantly brake. I didn't move. I was moving really slow, but I braked straight away and stopped. I was like, if you're gonna move like when I move, there's no point because I'm just shortening my gap and you're still up my ass. I was like, you're a dickhead. Like you can literally see the light's not green. There's why do you feel the need to move? But people are sheep. Like I've witnessed people go through red lights because one person does it and other people aren't looking and people follow.
Hmm.
People are sheep. If one person moves, he probably just see me move. He's like, oh, I'll move. I'm like, I've literally only moved a few centimeters to get away from you, and you feel the need to move a few centimeters because I've moved a few centimeters. Like,
That's why I just,
why?
I don't, when I'm at lights, I don't go until like the car in front of me has gone like 10, 15 feet.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, cool, I can drive off now.
And that's how a lot of incidents happen. Like, when I had my first car, I got hit up the arse because a guy thought I moved, and that's how that happens a lot. So leaving that gap and giving that time prevents that from happening.
Yeah.
Because you see it all the time. Like, someone goes to pull out of a roundabout. It's usually a roundabout. Someone goes to pull out, and then a guy behind's like, okay, he's moved forward. So he goes, right, I need to look, like, I need to see what's coming because he's moved off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's moved forward. How do you know he's moved off? You've just seen him move forward and gone like that. So then they've gone bang into the back of him. You see it all the time. It's so common. Witness, like you do, witness them move out, gently move forward, and just do a bit of this. Like start looking, but don't keep one eye out there because you don't know if they stalled or what happened. They might have seen something come they didn't see initially and stop. Leave a gap.
Leave the gap.
One piece of advice. I'm not trying to be a boomer here. I'm still young myself. One piece of advice, people: leave a gap.
There we go. Today's lesson: leave a gap.
And have you got anything else you want to leave the people with before you leave?
No, I think we've touched on everything. To be fair, I've dropped my two facts. We've done your would you rather's. I think that was. I think that. Yeah, I think that's it on that one.
So we're gonna leave it there.
There we go.
Remember to leave the gap. Be sure to check out his socials, my socials, the socials for all these. Feedback, always feedback. Chuck it in. There's no bad feedback. It's all constructive in some form or another. Even if you're being a prick, we'll have a laugh and at your expense anyway. So, um, yeah, this has been Chattin Smack. He's been Luke. I've been Dazza. We'll see you in a bizzle. Cheers and peace.